of, it's not really, that's not the day for you. That's not the day for you. And it's offensive, you know?
To you.
Honestly, and this is no offense to you, Travis, when people who have one kid are like, yeah, I'm celebrating Father's Day, I'm like, I mean, for one? You have one kid. You know what I mean, Troy? It's like,
Can I celebrate a little?
I mean, you can have a breakfast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You can have a
I can
breakfast,
do
but
something.
like people hitting me up going like, "Hey, happy Father's Day." It's like, I don't think I'm going to wish you one back. You have one kid. You know, like, how
Just
tough was
like,
it?
Thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean,
Just someone you know
right.
has a child.
Yeah, well, bad child.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're right. It is tough for people like me with multiple kids. I mean, one kid.
Big
One
whoop.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the best.
It's like, well, yeah, you get finished changing diapers once. It's
Oh,
like
I'm sorry. You want to continue to do that?
now I'm done. Wow, if you're real with it, you know what I mean. If you're real with it, you'll continue with it, and that's what the day is for. You know, not for the
real ones.
The real ones.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, I clean up poo off the floor, so does that count for something?
I mean, but
No, you just got a bad cat.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine if you had a kid. Can you? If the cat is pooping on the floor, the kid would burn the house down just to show you who's boss.
With my DNA?
Oof.
It'd be rough.
You were right to stop the cycle. The Quan cycle.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. You're like, you know what? We did it. It's time. It's time that the lineage ceases. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Good for you. And you enjoy your life.
Yeah.
You know, and but you don't get jealous at Father's Day. You go, good. That's good for you guys. You guys are having fun over there. You know what? When it's Father's Day, there's some people who like on Father's Day, they're like, oh, I wish I was celebrated. You know what? People who don't have kids get on Father's Day?
What's that?
The weekend to themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And that never happens. And when you're a father, that's it. There's not one weekend that you get to yourself. But when you sacrifice Father's Day to not only get that weekend, but all the other 51 weekends, all to yourself. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing today? Do you ever have to say, I don't know, I got to check, I got to see. Like, I have to check with a committee to find out, what's going on today.
Nah,
I have to go to the board of directors and figure out, like, when are we going to lunch?
I'm good.
You're good. You're just like, I feel it. I'm going to do it. And that's good. That's good. Travis, what did you celebrate? You can celebrate even though you only have
I
one.
sat at a track meet all day like I do every Father's Day.
But was your child successful?
Oh, yeah. She crushed it. There's no place else I'd rather be.
That's it. That's it. I mean, there is something to that. You know what I did for Father's Day?
I don't know. Watch SmackDown?
That's on Friday. Oh, my God. I mean, maybe rewatch SmackDown, if that's what you're saying. Rewatch SmackDown, maybe a little.
Okay, watch Money in the Bank. I don't know.
That was
Sunday?
last week.
Okay. Troy, you know any of these other names?
Is there a pay-per-view?
No,
I don't think they're called that anymore.
Premium Live Event. PLE. That's a good point, Travis.
All right, let me guess.
Okay.
All right. Was there divorced dad energy?
No.
Okay.
No. The opposite.
Oh, the opposite.
I would say so.
You slept in.
I mean, a little bit, but like woke up at 8:45 or whatever.
Oh, that's a nice sleep-in.
It's a nice
That
sleep
is a
in.
nice
Yeah.
sleep. A quarter to
yeah.
9?
Quarter to-
That's a nice sleep in.
Yeah. That's that dad sleep in,
Good for you.
right?
Was just like let the kids let dad sleep.
Let the king, you meant.
Let the king sleep.
Let the king sleep. Well, she said, let the king sleep, and I said, honey, no kings.
Bro, we just learned that this weekend.
No kings, honey. I didn't even know about
Honey,
that
turn
until
on the
this week. I said, honey, no kings. No king. We got to get the sign out on the lawn. No kings.
I mean, if you weren't watching wrestling, I really don't know what you were doing.
Enjoying Dunkin' Donuts?
I mean, of course, but that's literally,
That's
also
an
the day
everyday.
before, the day before that. Like, yeah. Yes, but not especially.
But you don't take the kids with you to Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe you did that this time.
I did, but I will any weekend.
Oh, okay.
Anytime they're around, if they want to roll with me, then they can.
Go to a chain restaurant?
I mean, again, you guys are just going like, what do you do?
Well, yeah,
just
that's what you
every
like to
day?
do.
Yeah, you're doing what you like to do.
I always do what I like to do.
So something
Okay,
happened
I
yesterday
but-
that's special.
You know what I really like to do?
Huh.
Win championships.
In championships.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I know what you did.
Oh yeah.
Are
Oh
you
yeah.
the king?
Oh yeah. No kings. No kings. We won the Little League championship.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
Took
did.
it home.
Yeah, we took it home. We took it home.
job.
We took it home. And I wanted to
Did you get a trophy?
Oh yeah. And no,
Or did you get a trophy?
no, but I'll take my son's trophy. You know what I mean? And I stole a game ball.
Did you?
Oh yeah, grabbed it.
For your kid?
Yeah, for him. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, had the whole team sign it and everything. Yeah, it was what, and we. I mean,
They know how to sign?
they're 8 years old.
Yeah, it's just scribble.
No, at 8 you can write.
Can you?
Yeah, read too. Read
Write
and
a crayon?
Well, you could write in crayon or use a pencil, pen, whatever, multiple things. Again, this is 8-year-olds. This is not da-da, you know.
They're not crawling around the field?
No. They're
All
playing.
right, okay. Was it a close game? Or
no.
did you guys... just another murder?
Yeah, it was a murder. And I thought it was going to
The
be
murder
close.
rate has skyrocketed in Westchester.
It was tough this season. It was tough. I was like going in, I was like, hey man, you know, just so you know, like, you got to the championship. So let's just go have fun and play like we always play.
Were you telling the team that or your son?
I told him on the way in to really zone in, and then the rest of the team, it was more like just play how you've been playing.
Yeah. That's how you got there.
Right. That's how you got there. And then like once it looked like, so we got to, you know, the rule in like rookies little league is, I think it's it's up to 6. I think 6 is the amount of innings.
Okay.
At the 5th inning, if you're up by over 10, the game's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
If you're up by 10 or under, then at the top of the 6th, the away team, if they're the ones under,
Yeah.
instead of playing for 5 runs, which you do for every other inning, you can play up to 10. So you have the chance to make all the way up to tie or
Do they get
win.
extra outs?
No extra outs. 3 outs.
Good. Okay.
3. Yeah, that would, because I mean, these parents sometimes it would drive parents extra outs. You can't. But so like we go into the bottom of the 5th, and we're up by 8 runs.
You're the home team.
We're the home. No, we're up by 9 runs.
Bottom
We're the
of the 5th.
we're the home team. Bottom of the 5th.
So you need 2 runs to end it.
Exactly right.
All right.
And I'm sitting there and we're playing like they let us play on the real like travel team field with
Hell
real
yeah.
dugouts and real audience and like real is a real deal.
That makes the kids feel special.
That's right. That's right. And I'm just sitting in front of the dugout going, "Don't let them break your hearts." And my wife is like, "Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you from the stand saying that. We know you were saying that." I was like, "Don't let them break your hearts. Don't let that foot off the gas. Which one of you is getting on base? Who is getting on base?" And they're all like, "Yeah, yeah."
I'm going to run through a wall.
It took us 3 at-bats. We boom,
Nice.
got them all. Some kid, and also, I mean, maybe it was just because our team led by positive reinforcement. It wasn't like, because you see all these other teams.
Not by fear.
Not by fear or anger. Because when you see the anger that these parents have, sometimes for their own kids, it has nothing to do with the kids. It's like failed athlete energy. Where they're like, "You got to get out there. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to." It's like they're 8. What are you talking about?
Picking their nose.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like literally, you know what? One of my in the championship game, one of my jobs as coach was, "Zachy, you got to keep your gum in your mouth. You got to stop spinning your gum on your finger. You got to keep your gum in your mouth, buddy. Keep your gum in your mouth. I need your hands to catch the ball. Keep the gum in the mouth."
Zach will get it.
And he did. Yeah. He did. And he was more of a power hitter anyway. He wasn't a field guy.
He just hits dingers.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But you're watching these parents yell at their kids and yell at their kids' teammates like, "Come on, get in there!" And it's like that's not.
That's the worst.
All it's going to do is give them a complex.
Yeah.
That's why
It's going to make them hate the sport that they're in.
That's what it is. It makes kids want to quit. That's why kids quit. They're like, "I don't want. It's too stressful." You know.
Yeah, and unless you're like a generational talent like Tiger Woods,
Right.
you end up quitting.
Right, but I think on some level, every parent thinks,
Of course.
if I can like psychologically damage my kid when he's nice and young, I can have a $1 billion athlete.
Maybe he'll write God Only Knows.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, there are a lot of people who went through a terrible childhood that aren't terribly talented. You know, there's way more Brian Wilsons without the musical ability than there are. But yes,
so you got those 3 runs.
I mean, yes, and they were ready to just go through a wall. Like they were just like.
Did they run out onto the field? Did they know that they had won when that last run came through?
I was coaching third base, and I go, hey, buddy, you gonna get home? He looks at me. He's like, "Yeah."
Who's on third? Was it your son?
No, it wasn't my
Okay,
son.
okay.
It was one of the other players. And he goes, "If I get home, that's the game." And I'm like, "Yeah, you do know that." He goes, and they're like, "No outs. If it's in the air, don't run. And he looks at me and he goes, I'm running even if it's in the air. I go, you are? He goes, yeah, I'm getting this last run. I go, all right, go for it. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, and he did it, and he's the one who got the last run. But I mean, these kids were so charged up. Like there were 3 injury stoppages.
Really?
In baseball, they were just charging right into each other because they were like
They wanted to win.
Yeah, and God bless the other team. They were like protecting the plate, but they were literally standing on the plate,
I mean,
waiting for it, and then the other team was just like
barreling through like Pete Rose.
barreling through. And I did at one point. My son got out on third because there were like 2 people blocking him, and so he ran around them, which takes a little bit more time, and they were able to hit the base and get him out. And I was like, hey, bud, I know you might get tagged or whatever, but it's a championship game. Next time that happens, plow right through them.
Yeah.
Just run right into them. They'll get out of your way, or they won't, but just plow right through them.
Slide cleat first right into the face.
That's it. One of the kids on our team decided to slide head first. That was a stoppage. That was a stoppage.
Kids shouldn't be doing that.
No. We all tell. Okay, no. We're not sliding like that.
Yeah, no. Dad doesn't want to spend his day in the ER.
No, we took a breather
Father's
after that. Like, okay, let's all take a breath. But yeah, it was good.
All right.
It was good, and we did have to tell the kids, do not chant. Like at the end of the game, you got to stop singing nah, hey, goodbye. You got to be cool.
Yeah, chant like USA or something.
Something like that. And we played the national anthem.
Nice.
And in English, Dodgers.
Catch any kids kneeling?
Yeah, my son. He took a knee.
All right.
He took a knee for Cap. That's right. Yeah, but
Dad, you don't understand the injustices.
Yeah, and I go, all right, take a knee, buddy. You're right. This should solve them. But it was great.
That's awesome.
It was a great time. It was.
So all the kids got trophies.
So they gave trophies to both teams, but they said on them champions and whatever.
Last place.
Huh?
Last place.
Well, I don't know. Second place. This is not. I think it was
last place championship game.
First losers. Champions and first losers. Yeah, but they didn't give none of the other teams got trophies.
Well, no, for what?
Right. So it wasn't. We're out of the participation.
Were your trophies better than the second place team's trophy?
I believe. I mean, it was a different box. I didn't really see the second place team trophy, but it was a different, and it says champions on it.
Good.
So it's we got the champions trophy.
And then did the team get a trophy? Like, did the head coach?
No, there's not that kind of budget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's rookies. It's not travel team.
I guess. It's still nice to have. Maybe a plaque or something.
I'd love a plaque. Maybe I'll make myself one.
Make yourself a plaque.
I'll probably make myself a plaque.
Yeah. Honey, look what came in the mail. Yeah, I don't know.
And then the other coaches, like the actual head coach, will be like,
where'd you get that?
Yeah, I don't know. They gave it to me. I don't know.
Like, who gave it to you out of the store I ordered it from? I don't know.
Yeah, they let all the teams are named after local sponsors.
Sure.
I was thinking about getting a Not Sam baseball team.
That would be sick.
Would it be sick?
That's great marketing.
It'd be sick, right?
Yeah. I can't imagine it costs an insane amount of money.
No. Hang up. Whichever kid is the best, I get to take their jersey. I'll hang it up in the studio.
You start retiring numbers.
Yeah, no, that's retired. I own this team. You're the sponsor of this team.
No, that was Benny. He was really good.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I'll start acting like Jerry Jones. Where I'll get on the field. Because once, the person who owns the business that our team was named after, threw out a first pitch for one game. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go full, I'm gonna run the team my way. I'm gonna interfere with the coaches. Walk onto the field, yell.
Who's paying your salary?
That's right. What does it say on the back of that jersey? Can you read that jersey for me?
It says Not Sam Wrestling.
Okay. You think I should put the wrestling part on too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see next season.
Who are we playing this week? The Emergency Podcast?
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
The Not Sam Sirens.
The Not Sam Sirens. Yeah, I mean, I would check into how much that costs.
And I'm
because
sure,
those leagues are always looking for these sponsors.
And I'm sure it's not much.
It can't cost that much.
No.
How much does Joe's Pizza have to put?
That's right. That's
marketing?
Right. I mean, we're literally sharing catcher's gear between teams.
Yeah,
like when we would leave, it's the championship game, and they're like, "No, I think the chest protector is ours, and the shin guards are yours." I was like, "Oh, okay."
If they told you like, oh yeah, it's like 500 for the season.
You know what's the best? When you're playing a game like that, it's dad pitch, and you're
Oh, sure,
looking
yeah.
you're looking at the dad on the other team that's pitching, and you're like, not a great like you're watching his own team because it's dad pitch. You pitch to your own team.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of times this year where you watch the dad pitch, and he's not a great pitcher.
He's just messing it up for his team.
This fucking rules. yeah. They're not getting any hits. Like you're
What are you
watching
doing?
some of those swings, and you're like, that kid can hit, but he can't hit off his dad pitching.
Are there walks?
No.
Okay, so yeah, like you have to pitch good, otherwise these kids are just going to swing at shit.
No, there's no walks, 5 strikes, and you have to, after 10 swings, if you don't, you're back in the dugout.
I would crush it in this league.
You mean not like you, not like you, like in the 1950s.
Not me right now. Yeah.
Like you now.
Yeah.
Wow. You
could be a
you
ringer
do
next year for
you
you.
do awesome.
Yeah.
You do awesome.
no, I'm 9.
You go let a pitch. Still have your beard and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Good
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah. So it was good. It was fun.
Any of the kids on the other team cry?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? They should use that as fuel. For
I think
next
so
season.
too. I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple. You saw little tears starting in the last inning
Well,
because
yeah.
they knew like
Well,
we're creaming them.
yeah, they ran into the gauntlet. Look what happened.
They did. Yeah. I mean, you never want a mercy rule in the championship game.
No.
Sucks.
No, championship game should be close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it.
That's
Yeah.
great.
What's up, dude?
Did your son gritty in front of the crying kid?
Oh yeah,
That's a great question. My son was the only child in the league to gritty at first base. First. Gritty.
Slow down.
He gritty. I thought it was great. He grittied at first. He touched first base and started grittying. Yes, he did. That was a great question. That was a great question, Malcolm. He started grittying at first base.
At least
Yes,
he didn't start grittying during the anthem. That would have been a little bit worse.
that would have been tough. Yeah. And then when I was like, I was third base coach, and one of the other guys was like, "Hey, is this if the ball goes way out in the outfield, can I just kind of like leisurely walk or maybe even skip to home?" And I was like, "No, dude, you got to run really fast to home." I was like, "Once you touch the plate, you can showboat. That's my rule. Once you touch the plate, you can showboat, but do not showboat before you touch the plate."
Once we got that run,
Please. He wanted to walk just to show that he could. I was like, no. You have to run very fast and then showboat all you want.
I get that.
Like, and my son did become a legend for doing push-ups after he hit
so
home plate that one time. Like, everybody was still talking about it.
Well, that's a good Father's Day.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Did you guys go out to celebrate?
We went to, we were going to my parents' house after.
Okay.
But, his cousins were there. It was great. Plus, he got to walk in, and I was playing that Muhammad Ali. I think Jadakiss used it on a song. The champ is here. Boom, 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 boom. The champ is here. And he was like, throwing his trophy in the air.
No Kanye? Champion?
I forgot about that song.
All right.
No, he was like, can I go home and change out of my uniform before we go to, your parents' house? And I was like, well, you could, but if you leave your uniform on, we can yell the champ is here when you walk in the door. He was like, let's go right now. Let's go straight there.
Did you get dirty?
Yeah.
That's how you know you played.
Oh, yeah. Very much so. They all did. They love sliding.
Yeah, sliding rules.
One of them head first. It's the last time he'll do that.
All right, so he's back in next season? Like, you think he's going to want to continue?
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to continue.
Does he go up a league?
Yeah, they and it's funny too because like you think, it's like literally you can't do. You probably realize this, but a lot of people don't. That you can't do baseball for like 6 to 8 year olds because the difference between a 6, 7, and 8 year old
crazy.
is insane. Like there are 7-year-olds that I coached that were 7 last year that I coached that I was like, not only is this kid not good at baseball, he's gonna get beaten up for the rest of his life. Like I felt bad for him. Like I was like, his life, he's done. He is done, and he's in public school. He's finished. He can't even walk straight. Like this is nuts.
Go play the flute.
Like, and I'm going like, thank God he's not my kid.
And he pulls it together.
And then like a year later, I go, what the fuck happened? He's like the best kid on the team. Like I don't know what happened. Sometimes they just snap into it. They just figure out it's like a baby deer. Like they figure out how to use their limbs. and all of a sudden they get real good at stuff. So yeah, they advance up. Like you play with 8-year-olds this year, you'll play with 9-year-olds next year. Yeah, so
All right, so if he wants to continue, he will.
that's right.
Good.
That's right. And
Because he also does wrestling, right?
he does wrestling,
Pro wrestling?
pro wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in pro wrestling school.
Backyard wrestling?
He does,
Does he do backyard wrestling?
trampoline wrestling. Yeah, we put a cage around the trampoline. yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. I can't wait to get a VHS tape with him in it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, he went to wrestling school. They broke his leg to protect the business, but but you know, that's important. That's how you weed out the real ones. You know, old school. I appreciated it. So it was a good weekend, you know.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, congrats to him.
And hey, congrats to you.
Hey, man, you know, I'm just there watching. That's all.
Great coaches make great teams.
Well, the team was great. I will say that. You know, I don't know what that means, but I'll say the team was great. So if that means I'm great, so be it.
They're saying it was great.
They said it was great. The team was great. If they say that's the coaching, then that's the coaching. So be it. You know, I don't know. Who am I to say? I saw, I only found out this morning that the manhunt for this murderer in Minnesota appears to be over. That this guy who showed up in the world's cheapest Halloween mask outside of a door, so this guy, politically motivated, went out and killed one lawmaker and her husband, I believe, and then found another lawmaker and shot him and his wife, and those two survived. So, murdered 2, attempted murder on another 2. And this was both lawmakers and their spouses. He's
like a list.
I mean, so he's this 57-year-old. And I love what this is the Post.
Yeah.
Yeah, former appointee of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. By the way, it's not just us. It's not just us. It's also Tim Walz said that he was good, but he was working in government and appears to be a very pro-life guy.
Yeah.
Because he had a list, like you said, Travis. They found yesterday morning, I believe that they found his car, and it had like AK-47s and a bunch of guns in it, but it also had a hit list, which you would think, like, if you've gotten to the point where you're going to be a politically motivated murderer, like you should know the people. Like the idea that you have to write out the list still.
Well, you don't want to forget things. I have a whole list of things I need to do today.
I guess
It
so.
doesn't involve killing anyone, but
But you probably kind of finalized the list like probably just yesterday or this morning.
yeah, like I'm adding to it, deleting stuff.
But if you're like, I hate abortions,
From like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison.
right? That you're married to this list. This list is literally your life force. Because at this point, if you're gonna put this much emphasis on this list, like it's going to dramatically change your life forever. You should probably just have the list memorized.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, they always catch people, and they're like,
supposed to kill.
right, like, fuck, did I get everybody? Like, why would you need to write it out?
Think of
It's
an
a laundry
anagram
list.
for it.
Maybe you got a lot of people.
Yeah. It's 70 people.
I mean, that's a lot of people.
70 people.
Can you
is-
remember 70 people's names?
No, but
No, exactly.
the only thing crazier than going out and being a politically motivated murderer, which is stupid, is thinking you're going to get through 70 people. You're not killing 70 people.
I was going to say 70 is a lot.
They're going to catch you. Like
7's a lot.
you know,
Seven's a lot,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're not going to get 7.
No.
Put your top 3 down. And that's it. Like, don't make you know what? Let the list grow. If you get through 3, 4, and they're still like, oh, they're not even close, come up with another 3 or 4. Like, do it that. Don't have like, okay, 7. I'm going to do all 70. No, you're not.
Yeah, this isn't like Rolling Stone's top 200 albums.
Exactly.
It's just like, who do you want to kill the most?
Exactly. And yeah. So yeah, he's 57-year-old, creepy-looking guy with a bad jawline.
He is a weird looking dude.
Dumb haircut.
Three name.
What's his name?
Vance Luther Boatler.
And his name is Vance. Vance Luther. Who's naming a kid Vance Luther?
He's destined for this.
You didn't give your kid a chance.
I know his origin story.
Vance Luther Bolter. Well, it started when I realized my name was Vance Luther Bolter. Dork. Yeah. So he's He was in Minnesota, and I'm sure it was very scary in Minnesota for a minute, for the whole weekend. He was out for 2 days, and they couldn't find him. I guess there was, after the maybe second shooting, there was a shoot, like police tracked him down pretty quick, and there was a shootout, but he was able to get away from them. Mm-hmm. And he ran off and was like, for the next, couple of days in hiding.
And they pulled his wife over.
Right. They pulled his wife over at a traffic stop a little ways away from where all this was going on. Have they, cleared up how much his wife knew or didn't know?
I don't know, but she had money and guns in the car.
And when you look at the map that they put out of, where she was compared to where everything else was going on, it definitely seems like she knew this was the plan.
I feel like that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I always carry around this.
Yeah, no, this is...
No, I was going to the bank and I was going to return this gun, actually.
Yeah, this isn't my gun, first of all. So they sent this to me by mistake. I ordered a hairdryer.
Amazon.
Yeah, that's an Amazon thing. I was going to Staples to send this back. And this cash is just, it's cash. I'm bringing it to the bank right now. I'm starting a checking account.
No. This is for my Roth IRA.
Yeah, this is... I don't know. I cashed in my 401k because I saw that kid with the boat, and they gave it to me. When I said cash in, I didn't realize. Anyway.
No, officer, I'm on my way to buy my dream.
I'm just going to buy a dream, which is escape from all of this criminal stuff that's going on right now on a boat.
He did what? No,
huh?
No.
My who? The guy in the cowboy hat.
That sounds weird.
Look at him in his cowboy hat, too. He really thought he was a cool guy.
Yeah,
Where's his chin?
No.
What happened to it? Did he leave it at the scene of the crime? Is that how they got him? Did he leave his chin behind?
You saw he texted like his roommate?
Of course he did. Was he separated from his wife?
I don't know, because they were interviewing this guy like this is his roommate.
I saw that too. Not his ex-roommate, his roommate. And it's like, bro,
but he's also married.
Right. But if you're 57 with a roommate,
maybe times are tough. Maybe you got to move in with somebody.
Bro.
Or maybe you're renting out your room to this roommate.
That's not a roommate, it's a tenant.
Who's been your friend since 3rd grade.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we split? How about we get 57 with a roommate is tough, man. That's that's either nothing worked out or severe midlife crisis.
Maybe they just all live together. It's cool.
That doesn't sound that cool.
Hey, you all want to grab a place? Remember, you would go rent a house down the shore for the week with your friends,
like an Airbnb.
Yeah. Maybe they want to do that for life.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
All right,
that's not cool. You got to leave the vacation on the beach.
I live with some of my friends.
You don't have any friends.
What? No,
who, Jermaine?
No, I have more friends than Jermaine.
You think that's true?
I don't.
Me either.
He was so confused you're even asking that question.
You're looking at me? No, I don't.
It's me, you know what I think.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't either. So he did. He identified himself to cops right away, even without the grandpa from Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask on. It really was a creepy thing. He was wearing like SWAT gear outside the house. It looked almost to look like he was some kind of officer of the law. And the bald guy mask.
Yeah, I don't know. That just screams crazy.
I think he's very crazy. I think he's a very very crazy person.
The rest of his behavior didn't tip that off.
That's
no, but I mean, you do one of two things. You're either impersonating a police officer,
right,
or you're gonna dress up and murder.
There is something murdering feels out of the realm. We can't even relate to that level of crazy.
Right.
But the guy who says, I'm going to put this mask on, this should work. This is a good disguise. That's a level of crazy we can almost relate to. You know what I mean? That's also when you've really you're not just crazy in the sense that you're one of these guys with a plan. You're day-to-day crazy. You're waking up crazy. You're not just snapped in here, I'm going to go through with this plan. You're normal life crazy. When you met that guy in a Starbucks, you're I met this crazy guy in a Starbucks.
He was wearing a mask.
Right. A lot of crazy people who are murderer crazy can probably get by, at a McDonald's. This guy, Well, he's going in for a large fries, and people are like, that guy's nuts.
That doesn't happen all the time. I know somebody who did get busted at a McDonald's.
Was that Luigi?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't crazy. He was handsome.
Crazy good looking.
Yeah. I mean, crazy like a fox, maybe. And he is a stone cold fox.
Yes.
This guy, not so much. This is the opposite. I wonder if he thought maybe...
No one's going to support this guy.
No, he's going right in. Nobody's even going to visit him in jail.
And people hate politicians just like they hate healthcare people.
Yeah, but not for this guy.
No, they're going to be like, this guy,
Not for this guy.
where's the chin?
Yeah, he left his chin behind. That mask, there was a lot of room in the chin of that mask.
It breathed well.
Oh, yeah. He could move his face all around, rotate his neck, no problem. Yeah,
So yeah, they interviewed his roommate.
everything is weird.
He texted his roommate and like his friends, like before this happened, and said like, "Hey, you guys are going to hear some stuff."
Even at 57, having friends that you just text, weird.
Having friends that you just text?
At 57, it's like it's
You don't text your friends?
no. By the way, I'm not 57, but no, like I don't have friends that like that I'm going to text to be like, "Hey guys, just so you know, like, why are you texting me?"
He said you're going to hear some stuff about me. I might not be alive much longer.
After the two shootings,
No, this was before.
he
Like
really,
the roommate woke up to these text messages saying like, you're going to hear some stuff about me. None of you knew about this. I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to implicate you. You guys didn't know. I love you both. Blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't write that to a friend?
I love you. You won't be. No,
You don't love your friend?
no,
You have no friends that you love.
no,
That's weird.
no. I have a family.
You
know what
can
I mean?
have both.
You don't. You have friends that you love.
Friends that I've known for 30 years.
No. I didn't ask that.
Yeah, of course.
You say I love you to Jermaine. He does. That's what he's trying to get. Do you think he does?
Yeah, but I don't think that's weird.
That he says I love you to Jermaine. Do you think it's
I don't
weird?
say I love you to Jermaine.
Do you think it's weird that he says I love you to Jermaine and that he sleeps in cars with him? Now are we getting somewhere?
I mean, maybe there's a sometimes friendly bonds are, loving.
I mean, how loving? I mean, is it like Brokeback loving
No.
with him and Jermaine?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you're like okay, yeah. No, that's a good
I mean,
point.
you're the weird one here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. I mean,
right?
I don't think it's weird to tell a really good friend you love them.
Yeah, that's
love
not
you.
weird at all.
I love you, man. Love you, buddy.
Yeah.
What if you're like I'm about
Especially
to go?
like our age and you've been friends with them forever and like you
And they're
don't
your roommate.
And they're your okay. Well, this guy's different.
and they're your roommate, and you live with them.
But yeah, for
Yeah,
you to be
totally.
like, no, I don't have friends. I have a family.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
It's disconnected.
but it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me at all. No.
No, I'm not. I don't.
No.
Although, have you seen the trend of like guys saying goodnight to their guy friends?
That's so funny.
You haven't seen that yet? Oh my god! So this it's great. It is great. I think it goes to the point of what we're talking about. There's this thing online now where a lot of girlfriends are getting their men to do this and videoing them just to see what happens, because women have a closer relationship with their friends. Women are more public with their feelings,
Yes.
and women are more comfortable telling I'm coming from a more masculine, traditionally masculine perspective when I say I don't have friends that I'm going around saying, "Hey, I love you. I'm about to go do a murder." Like, I don't. But women will say I love you to, like, you could meet somebody for 2 weeks and you're saying I love you to them. So there's the newest trend online is having masculine men call their guy friends to say goodnight. Hey, I was just calling to say goodnight.
Did you see like the original?
I don't know what's the original. I've seen a ton of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe I've seen the
I've seen what
original.
I think is the original like a couple weeks ago, and it's hilarious.
They're
because
great.
All
And they-
these guys are just like, the fuck you talking about?
They all end the same way. Like, because from the women's perspective, they're like, I would call my friend just to say goodnight. Like, I love my friend. And every guy that's ever done this, the guy on the other end is like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
But I saw like I think De Niro did it to Scorsese.
I saw, the DJ, the radio DJ Big Boy in LA?
No.
He's like a pretty famous DJ. He did it to, I believe he did it to Exhibit. Big Boy did it to Exhibit, and Exhibit just starts laughing like, what the fuck are you talking about? Calling me to say nighty-night? Yeah, you want to see some of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're in, right?
Yeah, I want to see.
I mean, they're so insane. You got one for us, either Travis or Mike? Which one should we go for?
Like he's got some.
Okay, so here's Big Boy saying goodnight to Exhibit. You click the link instead of the... It's just going to an interview now. Would you click... Give me something. There's two right in front of you. There you go.
Hey, what's up, man?
You boost that.
I'm good, man. What are you doing?
Chilling, packing for Puerto Rico.
That's awesome, man. Hey, man, I'm just calling to tell you good night.
What?
Just calling to tell you good night, bro. I just want to tell you sweet dreams.
Good night, bro. Tell another girl man good night.
What's wrong with telling you good night?
Where is this from?
Bro, just sleep tight. Hey, now for...
That's great.
This is a grown man telling another grown man good night.
Hey, we got to normalize kindness between.
And that's the funny part, that I think a lot of women are, a lot of men are watching this going like, yeah, I guess I would be put off if somebody did that to me. But women are watching going like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just be friends with each other? You have another favorite, Travis?
I mean, I could just play some.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have a favorite because they're all
like, none of them have been like, oh, none of them are sweet. They're all like, everyone that I've seen, it's like, the fuck are you talking about, bro?
All right, here, you want the original one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The original one is this guy who just uploaded, he did it on his own. Like, he just uploaded a video on TikTok of him just like calling friends to say goodnight.
So funny.
You sound sleepy, bro.
Yeah, I'm already laying down.
Oh, okay. No, I was just calling to tell you good night.
Dude, ya estás okay.
No, sleep great and sweet dreams, bro.
What you want? What?
Hey, I was just calling to tell you good night, bro.
Appreciate it, gang.
Yeah, sleep great and sweet dreams, bro.
Appreciate it, gang.
He just wants to be done with it.
Is that what you really thought? Why you talking to me?
Yeah, bro, just tell you good night.
Bullshit.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to tell you good night.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's like the guy in Wayne's World. I love you, man. Thank you. Gang, gang. Yeah, watch Big Boy do it to Exhibit.
Yo,
Exhibit.
what up, Big?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What you got going?
Man, I was just calling to tell you good night, man.
Man, what the
Yeah. Nah, I'm about to go to sleep, X. So I was just calling.
Okay.
Nah, I was just calling to tell you nighty night.
No, man. All right. Good night, Big.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
Man, you.
Nah, I'm about to nod out, man. And
Okay. All right.
yeah, so good night, man.
Good night, Big.
Nighty night, bro.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
We say, what the fuck? He hung up on him.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It really is great. You can like get anybody with it. It's all like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because nobody is assuming that this is, like, nobody would ever call you. Your friend would never call you.
To say goodnight.
To say goodnight.
Still calling to tell you sweet dreams and good night.
And night.
Nighty night and sleep well. I mean, there's a million of them. You got to see them. Everybody, because I think it caught on with women, and so like most of them
That's
now.
where I first saw it.
Yeah, most of them now are. I'm convincing my boyfriend or husband to call his friend and say nighty night.
Here's the one. This is the one I think where it like really took off.
He's already asleep.
I'm in the shower.
Think so? Hello?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, I was just calling to tell you good night.
Oh, good night.
Sleep dreams.
Okay, thank you.
Later, bro.
Later.
Hello?
What up?
Hey, what's up, bro?
No, not much. Just eating some nachos.
Oh.
What are you up to?
Nah, I was just calling to tell you good night.
Yes, sir.
All right, sweet dreams, bro. I said sweet dreams. All right, bro. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, Vic?
Hey, man, I was just calling to tell you good night.
Good night.
All right, sweet dreams, bro.
It is. You know what it is? It's so good. First of all, the caption is telling the homies goodnight. But like, there's so much emotional detachment where, like, either they're laughing, like the minute you say something that could be nice and sincere, they just start laughing on the other end, like, what are you doing? Or it's like, hey, I just calling to tell you good night. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I don't want any part of this.
I don't know what's going on, but sure.
I don't want any part of this. By the way, this is what happens. Everybody says, you know, you got to discipline these kids. You got to hit your kids. You got to do this. You got to do that. You know what happens to adults when kids were raised like that? They're emotionally detached and can't say goodnight to each other.
That's really funny.
Oh. Hey, bro. Just calling to say goodnight. What? What? The fuck are you talking about? There's going to be some violence that breaks out because of a goodnight call.
Called me to say goodnight.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
going
took that personally.
It's going to end up like the Jenny Jones show.
Yeah.
Showed up at his house because he called me to say goodnight. I mean, what the fuck is that? It makes me want to, and it's also contagious. Like, it makes you want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, I wonder who I could do that to.
Like, who would you want to call in your phone that we might know that you go like, yeah, I'd love to say. Like, I would love to, for the first time in a while, call our old pal E-Rock and tell him goodnight.
That would be funny.
Because he'd be like, what? Because not only would he be like, what the fuck you do? Because I don't call him like that. I call him, there's, you know, if there's something that like happens, we'll talk, but like, I'm not calling him every day.
But you're more so probably text, right?
Or we'll text like, oh yeah, hey, just heard this. Hey, just heard that.
Anybody.
I don't, yeah, same.
That's right. That's right.
You know who would backfire on?
Oh, Bob.
Yep.
He would talk you. He'd go. Can you
He'd be
talk?
like, "Oh, that's great. Thank you so much."
You go like this. Hey, Bob. Just calling to tell you good night. He'd be like, "Oh, thank you. Can you talk me to sleep? Can you stay on the phone with me until I fall asleep?" That's what would happen with Bob Kelly.
You would regret doing it.
You would. You'd be on the phone all night. You'd
Like,
be like,
this isn't funny.
Jess would be like, "What are you doing, Sam?" I'd be like, "It's a prank gone wrong." Bob Kelly. I have to talk Bob Kelly.
I have to sit here and talk him to sleep.
I have to talk Bob Kelly to sleep now. Yeah, I think if he did to Big J, he would just be polite. I'd say, "Hey, Big J, just calling to say good night." "Oh, thanks, man. Good night." I don't know what would happen. Hot Dog. No, again, I mean, we surround ourselves with the wrong people. Hot Dog would just like any sort of affirmation, it would go to his head. Like, Hot Dog would love it. He would respond to your affection tenfold, and then he'd call you the next morning and ask if you want to get brunch. So that's a no-go.
Then he starts calling you to say goodnight.
Yeah, I thought like that,
Like,
but
what
it's
are you
not.
doing?
But it's not a prank.
Yeah, it's not a prank. He's
Is
for
it-
real.
Yeah, he's doing it like, no, I just really liked this. It really made me feel good. And a demon didn't visit me. So I thought we should start doing this maybe. Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough, but E-Rock would be fun because not only would he be confused, he has that emotional detachment that a lot of us have, and because of, I mean, years of pranks, he'd think we were up to something.
Yeah.
Why are you really calling? Like, he'd be waiting for the other shoe to drop, which is funny.
Troy, call your friend that put his penis in the menu.
If you call your friend that put the penis in the menu and say goodnight, how do you think it would go?
He would love it.
Honestly, when I asked that question, I was wondering if you were going to respond, "Oh, he's dead." So that's a no-go.
Yeah, no, he'd love it. I was trying to think. My partner in Black Caviar, Jared, I would do that to him. He would like it too.
Would he?
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, all right, man.
Thanks, man.
Shay, thanks, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Good night.
Thank you, dude. I needed this.
And I'm like, well, I recorded it. I'm like, well, this is a waste.
Okay. Delete. Going to recently deleted. Delete it again. It's a waste of space. Yeah. No, I think it's great.
I think it is too.
I think it's great.
Sweet.
It's sweet and it's hilarious. And it really does show you like what male friendship is like.
Yeah.
We're not open to that type of stuff.
Well, we should be.
You think so?
I think so.
No kings?
No.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I honestly don't think telling your friends, especially at our age.
What if you said goodnight, I love you?
To penis in
Well,
menu mat?
If that's what you wanted to do, but whoever. If you had a friend, like what if you called just your friend?
Yeah.
Hey, just call and say goodnight and I love you.
I think I'd probably get an I love you back.
Wow.
You know, because you're at that age where it's like, it's almost over. Like
No,
no,
what are you talking about? How old are you?
47.
Yeah, it's not
What
almost
are you
over.
talking about? You haven't even hit midlife.
But you've had friends that have died already.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you're not guaranteed that. I mean,
No, but it's
this could be the last time you talk to them. And at least
But it's like incredibly rare.
What happened? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, big cat?
My dad. That's a good question. My dad's in his 80s, and
people make it to their 80s. They even make it to their 90s and 100.
and he's not like this morbid about like I'm gonna call my friend and tell him I love him.
Almost at the end.
Like if my dad called me today and he's like, I want to tell you I love you because it might be the last time I talk to you, I'd be like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? You're perfectly healthy. Like it could be, but it probably won't be.
But then the next time you got a call, you'd be like, hey, I just want to let you know I love you. This might be the last time.
And I'd be like, stop calling me and telling me that. Like it's like it's too much. You've been doing this to me since you were 47. 47? 47? We're at that age where it might be.
It's not almost over, dude.
But I have had a lot of friends that are gone.
Naturally?
Yeah. I just had one of my good friends just died last year.
Naturally.
Yes.
Of natural causes.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, I've had
46.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, a couple.
Nobody that I'm close to, but like high school friends, and I'm like, oh, like I'll see that on Facebook. I'm like, shit.
But also, there's a difference between we're at the age where we'll know people who have died, and it's almost over.
It's almost over.
It's half over.
40. I mean, but
how many summers do you think you have left? Honestly,
as many as I've had.
Okay, so maybe
possibly as many as I've had.
It's half over.
But imagine if Troy, you better start making calls. You only have 47 summers left.
Well, start now.
If I told you that you had like if you look at me and go, Sam, you only have 47 summers left on this planet, I'd be like, all right, great. Like plenty. That's a lot of time.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, but now's a good time to start telling your friends you love them.
Why? I'm going to see him again. There's 47 summers. Like the odds are we're going to run into him, and you can be like, remember when you told me like 30 summers ago that I might never talk to you again? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I was going through something. Troy told me that like your mid to late 40s is almost over.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with saying that, but saying it because you honestly think this might be the last time I ever see you.
Yeah,
we're all going to die right now.
No. I mean, it's a rude awakening for you, dude. I think, like you're stuck here for the long haul, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
That's fine, but I still think it's okay to normalize telling your friends you love them.
But
we're talking about two different things.
No. Don't go back. Don't go back because you know what you said and you meant it, and he did mean it.
Mm-hmm. And we're not talking about that.
Has conversations with people now that he goes, that might be the last time because you said we're at that age where it might be the last time. That's what you said.
I mean, people are dropping like flies.
Who?
Brian Wilson.
He was 82.
Look at how much he went through, and he was 82.
Guess what?
Brian Wilson.
40 summers.
Yeah.
Brian Wilson was 82, and he fried his brain with acid. A long time ago, and he still made it. Paul Giamatti was keeping him alive with pills, and he still made it this far.
The end was rough, though, bro.
It was a long end. That's what I'm telling you. Brace yourself.
Be a long end.
Brace yourself, because you're like you're pumping the brakes now.
Yeah.
But you're going to be riding those brakes for just as long as you're hitting the accelerator, which is going to be it's going to be tough for you.
If you say so.
Because that's God's plan. That's the ultimate. Like the joke's on you. I'm keeping you here till 90.
Oh yeah, you ain't going anywhere. He's gonna outlive all of us.
No.
Have you ever heard a 47-year-old go? Because that's what he said. We're at that age where you never know.
You don't.
I mean,
but it's so hard because Troy and I are in the same car for so much of the journey.
It happens every time.
And then at some point,
it happens every time.
He veers left, and I just have to roll out of that car and save myself.
Every time you guys gang up on me, I go, okay, let's keep the conversation going until you guys split. It's not going to be tough. It can take about 5 to 7 minutes.
Until he says something like,
And your guys are going to split,
like, you know, it's almost over.
and you're going to go, fuck, I guess I'm on Sam's side.
Why do I keep getting in that car?
Yeah. I mean, the logic Patrice died when I was, how old? You know?
Oh, God, yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was 10 years ago.
Okay,
And he was
so.
only like 40 or 41.
But,
Right,
but
he was-
by
he
that
was
logic,
young.
I knew him. And I was in my early 30s, maybe, late 20s, early 30s. So by that logic, I should start calling people because they're dropping like flies, and you never know when it's going to be your last.
Hey, it's never too soon.
Like the logic of tying things up at 47 because we're at that age
I don't know
where
about tying it up. I just think it's just showing people your appreciation now while they're here and you're here.
you're letting them, you're giving them their flowers while they can still smell them.
He lives every day like it's Michael Scott's last day at the office.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And he doesn't. I can't wait until he's in his 60s and just living a perpetual awkwardness of, I said goodbye yesterday, but I'm back in here today. You know that feeling in the hallway of when you say hello to somebody way down the hall and you both say hi and now you're just going to walk and stare at each other? That's going to be Troy's entire last quarter of life.
Or like leaving the office with somebody and then realizing that you're both going in the same direction.
All right, man. See you later. And you go through the same turnstile. Oh, I guess
That's
he had
his
some
whole
time.
life.
That's his whole. He's got decades of that.
All right. Just wanted to say I love you. All right, cool.
He's gonna feel like he's in purgatory because he wrapped things up by 49 without realizing. Like, I mean, he's got a whole. You got like probably
30 plus years left.
Yeah,
There's no guarantee of that.
you've got multiple. I'm gonna guess that you have multiple chapters left.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
So much of your story is unwritten.
Yeah, like Natasha Bedingfield once said. The rest is still unwritten.
He's trying
No
to
matter
wrap
how much he's
things
trying
up.
to wrap things up. He really is. Trying to wrap things up.
There's a happy medium.
Right. Like sometimes my dad doesn't want to get repairs done on the house. And really it's because he's cheap. But he goes like, I mean, come on. How long am I going to be here? Am I really going to get to enjoy it?
Which he's got a point. Because he's at an age.
But imagine if I was in like, okay, at 47, when he was 47, I would have been like, I was a kid in school. Imagine if I was a kid in school and my dad was like, listen, kids, I want you to know I love you. Because nothing is guaranteed.
I think
We'd
about
be
that
like,
all the time. Like I think about, I'm 44. I can remember when my dad was 44.
Sure.
Because it's easy. I had Riley the same age he had me.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
there's a relatability there.
I think like, she's 15. When I was 15, I remember.
And the way I looked at him is the way she looks at me.
Yeah.
Now imagine if at 15 he had come to me and went like, listen, dog, I've lived a life, okay? And you never know when it's going to go. My friend's dead. I'm probably next.
Dad, you're 44. What are you talking about?
That's the age. That's the age where you start tying things up. I'm thinking about selling some stuff because you can't take it with you.
Listen, I wrote you this letter. Read it when you graduate because I probably won't be here.
Read this on graduation. And then you get to graduation and he's like, I mean, I guess I'll just tell you what it says.
I'm as shocked as you.
Honestly, this is very embarrassing. No, I can tell you what it says. I don't even need to open it. I wrote it.
I have all my capacity.
I'm going to tell you
Faculty,
100%. I'm only 47. I didn't think I'd be here. I didn't think.
This is a shock.
This is, yeah, my friend is still dead, by the way. I didn't know I'd still.
Turns out that was just, really rare thing.
I'd still make it. Yeah. I thought it was good tying things up. Also, I got to buy back a lot of the shit that I sold because
I need it.
I need it. I thought I figured you can't take it with you, but I didn't realize you have to have it for the decades that you're on the planet.
Yeah, there's a
How many summers do you think you have?
there's a balance.
You know how many summers 40 summers is?
So many.
It's a huge amount of summers. Plus, when you think about it, the first 40 years, how many summers of the first 40 do you actually remember? Yeah, those memories don't start kicking in until the 5th or 6th summer, right?
Yeah.
So you lost the first 5 summers to being a baby.
Yeah, so I've really only had like 39 summers.
Right, but you get the next 40?
All memories.
All of them. All of them are going to be memories. Unless at the very end, you start forgetting them, but you're not. If you're forgetting summers, you don't have 5 years.
No.
You might forget the last one. Okay. But like that would probably put you in a position where you got more summers ahead of you than behind you in terms of ones that you remember.
Yeah. You got a lot more Boys of Summers.
And that he hangs up the phone with his friend. Well, that could be it.
That could be it. You know what?
Your fiance's looking at you going, what are you talking about? Might be the last time I ever talked to him. Why? Is he going somewhere? No, I'm just saying. I'm at that age.
You say goodnight to your fiance every night thinking like that might be it.
Yeah.
Looking right up at the ceiling going, okay.
Lord, take me.
Yeah, I'm ready to, I've done it.
Take me home.
Every night. Every day he spends his day tying up loose ends. And every night he goes, Lord, take me.
And I wake up and I'm still here.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess we're going to, but I'm going to make sure whatever I start in the morning, I got to make sure it's done by the night because, Lord, I'm going to be ready for you.
I am at that age.
That's why, you know why? You know why he's never set a wedding date? He'll never make it.
Yeah, he's like, why set a wedding date? I'm done.
Because if you set a wedding date, what are you going to, you're just going to disappoint your fiance. You're not going to make it.
Yeah, I'm going to croak.
You're not going to make it that long. Honey, if we set a wedding date, it's got to be at least a year from now, right? Sure, it takes all the planning. I'll be dead.
Yeah.
I'll be gone.
Yeah, why waste our time planning?
We got to do it either right now or never.
Yeah, you'd be devastated. And you don't want to lose a husband. If you croak while you're engaged, at least she's not technically a widow.
Right.
You don't want to leave a widow.
No.
She's got a lot of years left.
Oh, yeah.
You...
I'm in the final chapter.
You're having things up.
He thinks he's in the final
You know what's I mean, I love it. I love it. Because most people, 47 is how old you are?
Yeah.
That's wild. But 47 is when they start like, they start investing in the weirdo I'm fighting age thing, right? They start investing in the what's his name, Brian Johnson. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take.
I thought you were talking about like the $20 back brace, like on Amazon.
I guess that's the low key. That's the low key, but the anti-aging. But they start going crazy with the anti-aging, or they buy the Ferrari, or they find a younger girl, or they go through the midlife crisis, which is I'm going to move the clock backwards. Troy's midlife crisis is moving it forward. He's like, I don't want to deal with any of this.
How do I push these buttons?
Let's get this over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the time you have those conversations. And he said it so,
earnestly.
Like we all know here. Like we're all, in the same ballpark. We're all the same generation. This is
the age where, a lot of second chapters are written.
That's what I'm saying.
And you're like, no, final chapter. I'm going to have a very long epilogue.
I mean, and you would think, too, how old were you when you got a double platinum record?
Yeah.
How old were you when you got a double platinum record?
40?
47?
No,
yeah, 47. Right. He gets a double platinum record at 47. And he doesn't look at that record and go, wow, people's understanding of life is all over the place. Depending on how you live, you can keep accomplishing and doing new things. I never would have thought this would happen. Instead, he goes, this might as well be a Lifetime Achievement Award because it's the last one I'm getting.
When did that song come out? You were in your 40s, right?
2018.
Yeah. Okay. So 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So you were 40.
Yeah.
And you had a hit song.
That's his legacy.
That's it.
But
I did it.
You did it. What else is there to do?
That should show you that at 40, new things are still happening.
No, it means
things are still happening every day.
Sure.
But, one day the calendar runs out.
And is that day not too far?
I mean, I feel like I got one foot in the grave.
Right. I feel like you do too. I mean, here's the thing. It's difficult to say, I'm going to start having conversations with friends because it may be the last one when life insurance is still cheap. You could get a great deal on life insurance right now.
Yeah.
Do you have life insurance?
I don't know.
Because they don't consider you at risk. So
I don't know. Yeah. They're like, you could pay a small amount over the next 40 summers.
You don't even have life insurance through the company?
I don't know.
Maybe it's one of the benefits.
You should know these things.
Yeah.
It is one of the benefits.
Yeah. Well,
you got something.
Malcolm, how old are you?
21.
Oh, so you got his life's half over.
Well, he's got 60. Oh, yeah. At 21, are you like, you better enjoy it now because you got 20 summers left? Or
no, you're a young guy, but, the clock runs out. I'm sorry.
Sorry to let you know.
Sorry to be the bringer of bad news.
But it's not forever, is what you're saying.
So enjoy it while you got it.
Right. At 21, because maybe it's just our perspective, right? Because but at 21, when you look at Troy, do you go, oh, that's a guy who will be dead soon of old age? Like, did you come in and go like, oh, okay, like the show is fun, but the phone screener is on his way out the door. Yeah, he's near death, and not due to anything other than the fact that that's the age that it would happen.
No, I mean, you're an unk, man. You're in unk mode right
Bro,
now.
don't you know about being an unk?
Yeah, come on.
I'm in unk mode?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't know about that?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know about being an unk?
I didn't know I was unk mode.
He doesn't know that, like, there's the whole unk stage. You didn't know about that?
No.
Like, Shannon Sharp, I feel like, revolutionized unks for everyone.
Okay.
Like you're past, unfortunately, you have moved a little past Zaddy. You know, you're a little past that, I think. And, like, you know, but just past that, I was going to say something insulting, I decided not to. But just past that, like, you're unk, and the unk stage lasts for a long time. Shannon Sharp is fucking like crazy. I mean, it's a problem how much he's fucking, honestly.
He does it on Instagram Live sometimes.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, he's dealing with accusations. That's how much fucking he's doing. Yeah. It's a problem.
Do you graduate from Zaddy to unk, or is there like a line, like a blurred line, and it's based on how good looking you are?
No, I think that unk energy
It's like Pedro Pascal's a Zaddy.
Right.
And I think he's around the same age as unk.
No, that's fair. But to my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Malcolm, but my understanding is a Zaddy is a little bit more stable, a little bit somebody that you can count on. Like, this is my person,
traits.
right? Like, this is almost like a lighthouse.
Sure.
Whereas an unk, he's just here for the good time.
And Troy's an unk.
Right. Like, we're not counting on unk to, like, raise us.
Okay.
We're not counting on unk to hold it down, but we are counting. Like, Zaddy will hold it down and also be sexy.
That's it. Okay.
Unk is just pure sex.
Pure sex.
And also, like, funny.
Steel Panther.
He's a Steel Panther, and also will say some wild shit.
Like, it's just about over.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, he's just having a good time. Like, you would never marry an unk.
No.
But you would marry a Zaddy.
Sure.
Right? Malcolm, am I getting this at all right, or am I a little off?
I think you're pretty close. I think definitely unks are, typically known for wiling out. You being
love to
goofy.
wile out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a wiling out type of guy.
Okay.
Unks are typically sort of pimping, I would believe. So, I think that's...
You went through a long phase in your life where you'd be classified as pimping, not as the profession. But you'd be like, oh, Troy is pimping, is what one would say.
Okay.
Not now, but back when you were slanging that thing around. And you have that energy, like you without even knowing, you could tell Troy went through a long phase of slanging that thing around.
I mean, you're putting thing in my mouth right now, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but I mean, I feel like, you just, you definitely don't have that, like, I think there's definitely ways to be a creepy unk, a grunkle, like a
grunkle
unk, yeah.
Is that creepy unk is like a grunkle?
Yeah, like a upskirt pictures type of guy.
Ooh, yeah, we don't like that.
No, I think...
Is that Troy's energy?
No,
okay.
I don't think anyone in this room has grunkle. Well...
Maybe a little Montone.
I don't know about that. No,
that's what you're thinking.
He's still Zaddy. Are you kidding me? He's the only Zaddy in this room.
You think so?
I mean, like...
But the callers call me a Zaddy.
Okay, well,
That was just Erica.
That's a lady.
And Nikki.
Oh, right.
And Nikki, that's two ladies.
Libby probably thinks so, too.
If we're splitting this between men and women, I mean, the Zaddy to uncle debate is completely different.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. They have different definitions. I've never heard a woman say unk. I don't know if that exists in...
That's more of like a guy thing?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's for the bros.
Well, I'll tell you what. It sounds
Part of the
much better.
manosphere?
You know Malcolm's in the manosphere, right?
Yeah, bro. I'm based.
Malcolm is our manosphere intern. Somebody write that down. That's Malcolm, our manosphere intern. He's our resident manosphere expert. Yeah. I mean, I will say, and I don't know if this makes me feel out of touch, but it feels like for me, I'd rather have a couple of ladies calling me a Zaddy than like, a dude being like, I don't know if you're a Zaddy. I'd be like, I'm gonna take the lady's word for it.
I don't know. There was this guy on TikTok who he was getting everyone was blowing him up. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is the new unk," because he's really got drip. He's got that style.
Oh.
He's this young, good-looking white dude who wears polos. He lives in New York City.
Ooh, I like
he's got
that.
all kinds of fancy watches. And then a bunch of people found out he's gay. Man, the unk crowd turned on him. It was the worst thing you've ever seen. Unk crowd stabbed him in the back. They were like, "Oh hell nah, unk, you're not unk anymore." It was so bad. Oh man.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
It was brutal.
That's terrible. But Troy does have that style too.
Yeah.
He's got a style about him.
You're tapped in, I would say. So that was,
you are tapped in.
Yeah.
All right.
Unk.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
It's not over.
No.
Well, we'll see.
No, I mean,
But that's not unk energy to be walking around like you're 1 foot in the grave. That's not unk energy.
I don't know. It's sort of like goth morbid unk energy.
Oh, are you a goth unk?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Well, I love Morrissey.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, Morrissey's like has 1 foot in the grave already.
I mean, he's had 1 foot in the grave since the
80s.
Yeah. He literally, it's the first thing he did once he became a giant star. It's like, well, I'll be dead soon. It's like, okay, cool. You could enjoy this a little bit.
He's still here.
Yeah, and he's still here.
he's playing Radio City in September.
Does he no-show concerts or does he?
Yeah. I mean, he won't no-show, but he'll cancel last minute.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he did a couple, like maybe last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Good for it.
That's
I
great.
mean, buying a ticket to him is a wild card.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not a gamble because you'll probably get your money back.
Right. But it's a gamble if you're counting on it for a great time.
Yeah.
You may not get the great time.
Still the man, though.
He is the man.
Well, there's something the man about that.
Yeah, I mean, he can be as nuts as possible.
Yeah.
You know what makes you the man when you
Those songs are timeless.
when you when you have great music and you regularly cancel shows, but the music is so good that people will buy the tickets regardless.
Yeah.
And knowing this could get canceled. I don't know.
I love him regardless.
Right.
And not just Smith stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
his
solo
stuff
stuff
is
Solo
just
stuff
incredible.
is just as on par.
Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right. Unk.
All right, so Malcolm, you didn't walk into the studio the first day and think, like, why is there a senior citizen here?
Yeah, he's about do you think he'll make it to the end of your internship?
I hope you make it to the end of today after how you're talking. Yeah, I think.
Well, if I don't, you've been great, Mel. So.
Good to wrap it up.
You got to tie it. You got to put
I
it.
want you to know you did a great job.
Tie up those loose ends.
This is what I'm going to say at Troy's funeral. Troy was a guy who left no loose ends. I'd like to say we were all shocked at how early he passed, but he told us this was coming. He said.
You think Troy tells his fiance every night where his passwords are and just like what to do?
Yeah, does she have a key to the lockbox?
She could figure everything out.
Okay. Is she ready?
I said, if we're going to get together, you better be ready.
You said that. Yeah.
Stay ready.
Right. You're like, will you get down on one knee, you propose, and you go, and I want you to know, I may not even make it through the rest of this vacation.
Yeah.
You got to understand.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. I could be out in a moment's notice.
They're dropping like flies out here.
Yeah.
I might be
I'm
next.
probably next.
All right.
Yeah. So be ready for life without me.
Oh, yeah. And she is.
Yeah. I want to be with you forever, but it's my forever. That could be short. Do you have conversations with her where you are like, listen, I hope you're ready to do this without me?
I've gotten overly morbid with her at times.
Okay.
I probably stay away from that at this point.
Because she doesn't like it.
Yeah, she doesn't really want to hear it.
No,
Why?
Does.
Well, I think when you're with somebody,
Uh-huh.
I think you don't want to hear that they're preparing to say goodbye.
Okay.
But,
Okay, that's
and
a
for
working.
no
Okay, by the
reason.
way, that's a working theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has a very positive outlook on life. So I think that's why we balance each other out a lot.
Wait. When you say very positive,
Yeah.
do you mean like doesn't think she's going to die tomorrow? Because that's like baseline, like bare minimum positive.
No, I don't think she's. I think if you ask her, "Oh, do you think you're going to drop dead tomorrow?" She's probably going to say no.
Because she's very positive.
Do you
Whereas
think
if I said to you, if I said, Troy, do you think you're going to drop dead tomorrow?
I'd say there's a high likelihood.
Do you think they balance each other out, or he just really brings down the positivity?
No, I think she brings me up.
She does.
Yes.
She's good for you.
Yeah, she's great. She's the best.
I mean,
She's an extremely positive person.
Right.
Definitely well balanced, chemically in her head.
sure, and she doesn't mind being with a leech.
I don't know if it's a leech. I think
Emotional leech.
I think we're both good for each other.
Okay. That's good. Obviously, she loves you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so. I hope so. She says she does.
I mean,
He thinks about that.
she says she does, so for whatever that's worth.
Her actions show that she does.
So hopefully she's not bullshitting.
I
Hopefully
You go-
not. But people have bullshit before, haven't
yeah.
they? Oh, yeah.
You go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You're clean bill of health.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey.
no, I'm healthy.
They miss things, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Of course they do. They're human.
Right.
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 Just wait till AI is checking you.
Well, say.
Hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Hopefully you live that long to see AI take care of you.
I would love that.
Yeah, I know you would. You wouldn't have to deal with people anymore. No, that's good. That's good.
Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I am. Everything's great.
You're having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
But you do go to bed thinking, like, well,
But I've told you guys, I have peace with whatever happens.
They say you should live life like there's no tomorrow.
that's true.
And you do.
Yeah,
It's your life.
It's now or never.
that's right.
You know
wise
what?
man once said.
Are you going to live forever or you ain't?
We'll see.
Okay. 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 Yeah. No, I'm glad you're prepared. I'm glad,
Overly prepared.
well, still prepared.
Always be prepared.
Yeah. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
That's exactly right.
And when they say that, they're talking about death. Yeah. That is,
Troy's go bag is for his funeral.
right. Right. Yes, it is.
I think this runs in my family.
This is just the suit I want to be buried in.
When you were growing up, was your mom like, hey, just so you know, I'm out the door?
My grandparents were I remember them being so excited that they bought their burial plots. They got a deal on them.
Yeah.
They were like, we got them. Literally remember they were so excited about it.
We're going to get buried in here.
We bought them.
And we got a good deal on them.
Isn't that so weird?
We're not going to burden you guys at all.
So I think it's just the way I was raised.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's weird when, like, you see parents that will talk to their kids about, like when people know, well, I'm going to get this in the will and my sibling's going to get that in the will. I'm like, you know what's way more valuable than having anything in the will? Having alive parents. Why don't you just talk about how your parents are alive?
But, shit gets ugly. When somebody dies with some money, it's like, you got to sort that out.
Yeah, but you don't have to talk about it.
Right.
Of course you got to talk about it.
No,
You gotta figure out who gets what.
A parent,
No, it's their choice.
a person can go to a lawyer and say, put this in writing so that when we are gone, there is no. That's what you should do as a parent.
And that's smart to do.
You should,
Especially
but
if you have a lot of money.
But then you don't go home and go, hey, I want you guys to know. Here's who gets what.
Yeah.
I mean,
this creates friction.
It not only does it create friction, it creates a little Menendez stuff. If you catch my drift.
I do.
Sexual assault?
I don't know anything about that. I didn't hear about that. I heard about the other stuff though. They got that money quick, and boy, did they spend it.
They spent. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The whole, like, you should be happy that your grandparents got grave plots.
Oh, they were stoked.
Everybody should have a nice, great, big conversation about who gets what in the will. It's like, how about, like...
But, there are people that just ignore that that's even going to happen. It's like, oh, don't talk about death. You don't want to even bring it up. It's like, I don't know. It's part of life.
Yeah, but it's not part of life if you're spending your life talking about death.
Right. I understand.
Who does that?
Morrissey.
And?
Morrissey.
No, I guess you're right. It is Morrissey. All right, well, let's take a break. God willing, Troy will still be alive.
Should I say goodbye now, just in case?
Say goodbye to I'm going to start making you say goodbye to the audience before every break. So, yeah, just let the audience know how you feel about him, just in case.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I want to say thank you for listening to Sam Roberts Show. And hopefully I'll see you after the break.
Hopefully. If not, unscreened calls. It's going to be fun either way. We'll be right back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
One of the best things ever.
Best.
And, of course, Orlando Bloom. His career is Legolas. And we got to the bottom of... first, I loved... So we talked to Orlando Bloom about this fan theory that Frodo never knew Legolas's name. Because throughout the movie, Frodo Baggins... Is that his name, Frodo Baggins? Yeah. Frodo Baggins. Yeah, you got it, yeah. Thank you. I was going to say Biggins, and I was like, no, it's somebody else. Frodo Baggins.
That's another horrible-footed...
That's right. That's right. Elven person. Frodo never says Legolas's name. He acknowledges him. There's a familiarity in his eyes, but he never says Legolas. Even at the very end of the movie, when he's like mouthing everybody's name as they walk in the door, and Legolas walks in the door, and he just like kind of nods at him like, there's my guy. You know what I mean? He says everybody else, Samwise. And then Legolas walks in and he goes, my dude. And it's very much that energy. But not only was Orlando Bloom very familiar with this fan theory. He thought it was probably true. He was kind of offended by the fact that Frodo never said his name. So it was awesome. Great conversation. Check it out maybe after today's show if you're looking for something to listen to. Derek in New York.
Hey, I was listening to the Yankees Red Sox over the weekend. Huge series. Everyone's listening. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
And during the bottom, I think it was right after the end of the third inning, I heard them promo your show.
Hey!
I just want to say, Sammy Sports Talk is taking off, and you're going to be knocking off Pat McAfee as the king if you keep it up.
I am, and that's my goal. Thank you, Derek.
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much.
You are up and coming.
That's right. And you get to be here on the journey. That's got to be very, very exciting for you.
Fuck yeah, you are, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank
floor.
you, Derek. Yes, not only that. I mean, listen. If all my friends from the Yankees broadcast, the Yankees-Red Sox broadcast, my dad was quick to mention yesterday when I walked in with my champion-winning son, he's like, look, it may not be the exact same thing, but the Red Sox swept the Yankees. I'm like, no, it's not the same thing. Thank you. He's just in a good mood because of it. But then a lot of news coming out of the U.S. Open. We watched golf over the weekend. Yeah. Anybody watching golf over the weekend?
Okay.
Listen, I mean, I love anybody who does better than they need to. You know, meaning like you have 2 putts to get it in.
Oh yeah. And
JJ Spawn just goes, cool. How about if I do it in 1? And I mean, you know, the commentators are getting excited about it. People didn't like this dude JJ Spawn, who people did not pick as the winner.
No, I mean that's a very hard course to pick a winner on.
Right.
Like that course is a monster.
Right.
You saw like the scores, like nobody shot above par. Like
yeah, it's crazy. But then at the very end, they're like this JJ Spawn. They go, if he gets this in 2 putts, he'll win. And JJ Spawn, he just like went to his happy place. All of a sudden, Veronica Vaughn, or the Veronica Vaughn of Happy Gilmore, is walking around with 2 pitchers of beer in lederhosen. And Chubbs has both of his hands.
Waving.
Yeah. Little people riding around on a unicycle. I bet they won't be back for Happy Gilmore 2, unfortunately. Maybe Hornswoggle will be there riding a tricycle or something. He went to his happy place and realized all he has to do is tap it. Just tap it in. Here comes Kevin McNeilin whispering in JJ Spawn's ear, send it home.
You say Kevin McNeilin?
That's his name, right? Kevin McNeilin?
Kevin Nealon.
So is there a Kevin McNeilin?
Are you thinking isn't Kevin? No, that's Kyle McDowell.
Maybe I was thinking of Kevin McAllister and Kevin Nealon. Okay.
Show some respect to Kevin Nealon.
Goat. Young goat.
Hans and Franz.
That's right. They want to pump you up.
Come on.
That's right. Kevin Nealon saying, and I'm glad you shouted that out. Send it home. Send it home, JJ. Just send it home. And so in this one, look at this. Look, you play it. In this one putt, listen to him.
Look how far he is.
So far.
And these greens are so fast.
And and literally as he putts, they're like, the move here is you can putt it, get it to about here, and then that will set you up for the second putt where you can win.
He only needed to 2-putt it.
Right.
To win.
Right.
Want to cozy it up. Don't need to make it. 2 putts.
Oh, I love that call. He was sitting on it too when he realized it might be going in.
What a shot.
How about 1? As it was getting closer, he was probably tapping his broadcast partner saying, don't say shit right now. Lay out. Don't say shit. Lay the fuck out right now. I got a line. Lay out. I think it's going to go, how about 1?
His broadcast partners, he's like, he's never going to make it in 1. You don't have to tell me that.
Fuck off. Shut up.
That was incredible. And but the worst part about it is that like that wasn't the end. Like the guy that he was playing with still had to play out, and like
I might be able to
well, no, I mean you still got to like, you know,
place and everything.
You still have to place so you know how much money you're making.
Yeah.
Yeah. But fuck, that was such a great shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I mean, it's just amazing to see stuff like that. The same way, like, do I care about golf? No. But do I watch something like this
Don't
and
let
go,
Brian hear that.
who? Oh, fuck, Brian Harmon. How'd he do?
He did fine. I mean, it's a hard course.
My guy.
It is a hard course.
I would be Brian Harmon's caddy.
Okay, maybe we can set that up.
That'd be sick. He'd be like, which club should I use? I'd be just as good as Happy's caddy.
All of these? Yeah. This one looks good. They're like, that's a putter.
Covering them with socks.
Tackling other people.
Yeah. No, I would love to be Brian Harmon's caddy at the U.S. Open. Can we set that up for next year?
So next year...
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Can you
let's
text
see where
him or
it is.
something?
I don't, yeah, I mean, I could.
U.S. Open. It's got to be in the U.S., right?
Yes. Yeah, U.S. Open.
I can get there then.
2026. Let's see where it is.
Where's it going to be?
You know what?
Where?
It's going to be
Westchester?
in Southampton.
That's not too far. I was hoping Westchester.
That's not too far at all.
So I'll go down. I'll drive.
Okay.
He doesn't have to fly me. I'll drive. Southampton, I'll drive.
How can he say no? Now, you're not concerned that you might not be around for that?
Huh?
You're not concerned that you might not be around for that?
No, I'll be alive.
Okay.
I'll be alive. He does have to put me in a hotel. I don't want to deal with Long Island traffic, so I'd like to come in the day before.
That's fair.
So he will have to pay for hotel.
Okay.
I'll take care of trans, no gas.
You do know that this is like a 4-day thing.
What?
Starts on Thursdays.
Well, I mean, I'll caddy the first day. Maybe whatever. What's the best day to caddy? The first day or the last day?
I mean, there's no best day. So Thursday and Friday, he'll definitely play. And then if he makes the cut, he keeps playing on Saturday and Sunday. And if I know Brian, he's going to make the cut.
He's fucking rules.
Yeah, so that's a 4-day event.
I mean, I'd love to just do maybe Thursday and Sunday.
You can't do Thursday and Sunday. Then what's he going to do? He's got to get 2 caddies? Somebody to fill in on Friday and Saturday?
Hey.
And what if they do worse?
You know who'll do Friday and Saturday?
Hot Dog?
Yes.
No.
You read my mind.
No. I'm
Good
not
idea.
No.
You read my mind.
No.
Yeah, because I'm not doing 4 days. I don't have that kind of time. But to be there on Thursday to open things up, and then if he makes it to Sunday, to be there for the glory, I'd like that.
You can't just be there to start it off and then get all the glory.
That's what I do. I mean, because listen, the middle 2 days is cruise control.
It's not cruise control.
Of course it is. You be there to get the car started. Look, I'll take the plane off. I'll land the plane. Hot Dog and Brian Harmon will autopilot for the journey, and then I'll come back to land the plane. You see what I'm saying?
I'll see if he's open to it.
I'll be there tell him Sam wants to be there for takeoff. Hot Dog will be there to help you guys autopilot.
So he needs to get you 2 one-night reservations at a hotel.
I mean, look, you can if you want to get the hotel for 4 nights, get it for 4 nights. I'm not going to be there all 4 nights.
And you're not going to let Hot Dog sleep in the bed.
No, he would need his own room or what. I mean, Hot Dog,
and that's on him.
Or sleep in the car. I really don't care. You know what I mean? Get a U-Haul and put Hot Dog in the parking lot. It doesn't matter. He'll be fine regardless. It really doesn't matter. But no, I wouldn't want to share the same room as Hot Dog, even if we weren't sleeping at the same time.
Right, because he's been in there, and he's done stuff,
and it'd be gross.
Yeah,
he jerks off. In
yeah,
hotels.
and he's gonna
vomits,
and he vomits too.
Right. Yeah, but he would just cover that up with a little cool water.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What's that delicious smell? It smells like is that Abercrombie?
It smells like the 90s.
Oh wow, it smells like."
And vomit.
The first cologne that I got in high school.
Then he'd invite people in to clog the toilet.
Oh, my God,
yeah. It's got to be it's got to be 2 separate rooms. Has to be. Has to be. But I also feel like
I'll see if Brian's open to the.
I think Brian's a guy though that also likes the idea. Like Brian could be the Dennis Rodman of the league. You know what I mean? Like add a little show business. Brian Harmon, we could turn him into the bad boy of golf.
Well, he's already got the waggle.
He's got the waggle. That way we keep the waggle. He's got the same kind of like vibe. You know what I mean? Like he's a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
So he could be the bad boy. And then I show up. Like I'd be his caddy. I'll wear like Daisy Dukes or something like that.
What?
And people will be like, "This is very atypical."
At the U.S. Open, you're going to wear Daisy Dukes?
Because he's the bad boy of golf, and I'm trying to like maintain that image. It's like I don't know. He's got this young boy caddy who's wearing Daisy Dukes.
You call other players bitch?
I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, hey, nice putt, bitch. They'd be like, this is not appropriate for the U.S. Open. And they go, well, you know what? And this is what they'd say. You know what the executives would say? He's modernizing golf, and he's bringing in a whole new demo. That's what they would say.
Because, okay, so if
bad as I want to be is what Brian Harmon would say.
That's what he would say?
Yeah.
Because if you're playing on Thursday,
right,
then you would be playing with 2 other golfers and 2 other caddies.
Yeah.
So would you be catty?
Oh, yeah, and I'd make them change it to catty.
Would you be zesty, Sam?
Oh, I'd be. You have no idea. You'd never see me as zesty as I would be, because being zesty is cool right now.
It is. It's in right now.
Yeah,
especially in New York, and that's where the U.S. Open's going to be.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. Southampton would go crazy for my zestiness.
Be like, I've never seen somebody this zesty.
This is unbelievable.
He's smacking other caddies and calling them bitch.
Keep playing, bitch. That's what I'd say. And they go, I can't believe he's bringing golf into the 21st century. And they'd be like, we had questions about this guy, but now we think he might be just what the game needed all along. And the other players, they'd be going into the boss's boardroom, and they go, we have to get this guy off the course. And then the boss would be like, do you see these ratings? They'd have to keep us.
Man, you're going to flip the industry on its side.
I really am. And then once it's at its peak, I'm going to say, Brian, my work here is done. And I'm going to move on to the next town.
Got my grandma's house back.
That's right. That's exactly right. I can get her out of Ben Stiller's nursing home. And I move on to the next sport, like Bill Bixby in The Incredible Hulk. And that's when I show up on the volleyball court.
You see Ben Stiller's in the trailer?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty excited about it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, me too.
Eric in Pittsburgh.
Sam, how are you, buddy?
Great.
Happy belated Father's Day to you and Travis.
Thank you. Mainly to me,
I mean,
numbers-wise.
both.
But numbers-wise.
Well, Travis didn't have a world champion on Sunday.
That's very true.
She got a gold medal.
Well, but mine was a world champion.
I didn't know they won the world championship.
Which championship? The world championship.
Does it really matter? Not really.
No.
Sam, I wanted to tell you, I was at Oakmont Thursday and Friday.
Oakmont?
Oakmont. But I tried my hardest to get a video of Brian Harmon for you. But they're not big on phones and videos at these places.
They won't let you have your phone out?
I don't talk like that, like the other guy from Pittsburgh.
I know.
So come on now.
I know.
If you want me to.
I know. Listen, I say I know you don't talk like that.
If you want me to do the Yinzer, I'll do it if you want me to. But
you don't need to.
Anyways, I tried. I really tried. The poor guy shot 18 over par, but I wanted to say, you guys were talking about, like Travis was mentioning about the course. I don't think people realize how big the property is there, and it's kind of like Augusta where there's no other place like it. Like,
it's insane.
If you watched it on TV at all, Travis might agree that there's no other place like Oakmont.
No.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And these guys, I wanted to ask you too, did you see Rory tomahawk throw his club and then
oh my God, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it made me a golf fan.
But this is why the internet wins, because you know how when they hit the ball they do the club tracer, the ball tracer.
Yeah.
Somebody made a club tracer of it, and it said the club went farther than the ball.
I love it. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
All right, later. Yeah, so Rory McIlroy, what's the darling of the sport?
I mean, he's still...
Listen, my perception, you tell me if I'm wrong. This is the knowledge that I have. He wasn't playing great.
No, and he's not historically good at this course.
Right. And he's in a bit of a rough patch career-wise. A little bit.
Since he won the Masters.
Right.
Yes.
That's what they say, since he won the Masters. And I think he has said it, too, that he's been having trouble finding, motivation.
Yes.
Since he won the Masters. But he used to be kind of like a media darling. And now he doesn't talk. He hates talking to the media now. He doesn't talk to them at all.
I feel like he's in that area where he's like, I did it. I got my Grand Slam.
That's right.
Now... let's just see what happens.
Now we're just playing to play, which is crazy. Like, to go to the U.S. Open on one of the hardest courses in the world and go, I'm just playing recreationally.
But he has to. Like, the last time the U.S. Open was here, he missed the cut.
Right.
I think I read he came out and did a practice round last week. He shot, 10 over.
Yeah.
Like, he's not good at this course.
Yeah. But
he's still come out.
But
still
like you say,
money.
you come out, you got your endorsements.
Yeah.
You're making money being there. And it's what you do. Like especially for a sport like golf that you can maintain longer than most other sports. I mean, a
44-year-old almost won. Adam Scott.
Right.
That's whoever, a lot of people were rooting for him because he's at that age where, you shouldn't be winning these.
He's at that age where you don't know how many days you have left.
That's the thing.
Right?
People were surprised he was even there.
Come in a wheelchair?
It's on borrowed time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Troy.
Troy probably thinks it's wild that there's a senior PGA tour.
Yeah, this is nuts. The seniors on the course.
It's on borrowed time.
Yeah, but so Rory not having a great time. It has this amazing moment where he, he's gonna throw the club hard, and then he doesn't. He's not happy. No, not gonna do it. Then he throws it lightly, bounces off the bag, and then catches it in the other hand like it's nothing. I mean, this is the stuff.
You couldn't do that again if you had 1,000 tries.
No, look at boom, one hand. It comes right back for him. He's not even looking at it. Also, as it's coming back towards him, doesn't flinch.
Nope.
Look at him. He's not like, oh shit, boom.
It's like I meant to do that.
Barely even moving, doesn't flinch. It was like when, I believe, and of course I'm going to relate it to wrestling, but you'll see it, it's very similar. When, I think Brock Lesnar was like cutting a promo in like the top of like a dump truck or a excavator or something like that.
Okay.
And like he threw the mic down towards the ring, and he was like in the shovel part, and he threw the mic, and Roman Reigns just like takes his hand out without even looking and just catches it. And it's just like when those catches, they're just like so cool to see. I think if you look up Roman Reigns mic catch, you'll find it. But yeah, I mean, Rory McIlroy, like that moment, regardless of how he's playing right now, regardless of if he's being cooperative with media right now, especially because in the shot, in the way it's framed, you don't see the club bounce off his bag. You can't see his bag at first.
Cameraman was like, why would I put the bag in there?
So you just see the club go right back into his hand, like almost like it's magnetized. I mean, look at it. We're looking at Troy can't believe it.
That's awesome.
Troy can't believe it. I mean, boom.
And he winks
at him. He winks at him because he knows he just did. We're looking now. This was, I don't know, maybe SummerSlam. Roman Reigns is staring. So Brock Lesnar is like, probably 10 feet in the air. He's on that, bulldozer or whatever he's on, in the shovel part of it, looking just like a farm boy with his cut-off flannel and his cowboy hat. And he throws the mic hostilely at Roman, and Roman just, without even looking at it, just stares right at Brock, opens his hand, and just by sheer force brings the mic into his hand and winks at Brock. And in that moment, like, Brock had to break character and be like, that was fucking awesome.
I was just going to say, it's got to be so hard not to break.
Yeah, because you're Brock. Like, you're the one guy who can't break.
Yeah.
And just to see Roman, like, all right, Roman, that was awesome. Yeah, but, I mean, like, listen. No-look catches are the greatest things you could do. They're like magic.
Yes.
Because you start rewinding the tape and going slowly and seeing the trajectory, and you're like, this has to be sleight of hand. I thought it was sleight of hand with Rory McIlroy. I was like, does he have a fishing wire connected to that club? Is that a trick that I didn't know about? Is this Oz the Mentalist? What's going on? I was watching so many videos trying to expose Oz the Mentalist over the weekend.
Oh, people trying to expose him?
Yeah.
How are they doing with that?
Some of them are all right.
Some of them, no.
Some of them, there are people. Some people think that he had a person that he works with following Joe Rogan around, with like a heat tracker to get his pin code off a gas station thing. And I'm like, Joe's not filling up his own gas, bro.
You don't think Joe's filling up his own gas?
I don't think so.
In Austin?
Nah.
Who's doing it?
I mean, listen,
Jamie?
Whoever. No, yeah, Jamie, go fill up my car with gas. And then maybe he is, but, also maybe not. He doesn't have to.
I feel like,
yeah,
you're driving around.
He seems like a guy that...
You see celebrities in L.A. all the time filling up their own gas.
Who?
I don't know, people.
Who have you ever seen fill up their own gas?
Me personally, nobody.
Okay, all right.
But
so
I mean,
maybe you were just wait. Were you talking out of your mouth or out of your ass?
That time,
right?
Out of my beehole.
Okay. That time it came out the beehole. That's fine.
But the celebrities drive around. What do you think? They drive around until it's empty, and then they get their assistant to go fill it up.
Well, celebrities don't drive around until it's empty. They drive
around until it's like a quarter.
Yeah.
Empty, then they put $20 back in.
That way they're not affected by the gas hikes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I forgot about that.
They're not affected by the pricing. But yeah, there are things like, I'm watching everything now. Carbon paper on the notepads. He's always using notepads. Carbon paper so he can see through this and that. There's all kinds of stuff. I haven't zeroed. Thumb writers, you know, apparently there's a magic trick where like it's a fake thumb, and you can write with it, and that way when you're holding a notebook and you're acting like it's already written, I already wrote the number, you haven't written the number.
Okay.
When you see the number, if your thumb's on the inside, you teach yourself how to write with your thumb.
Without the camera being able to see that you're moving your... Yeah, I guess that's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like just sleight of hand. So there are people that think that this is less mentalism and more sleight of hand than people realize.
I mean, a lot of it is sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it is just magic tricks.
and then I go back, and then I watch the exposed videos. I go, okay, I know how the tricks are done. And then I go back to the tricks, and I'm watching frame by frame. I'm like, no, you got me again. I have no fucking clue how this trick is done.
Hey, that's why magic and mentalism is so fun.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to know how it's done. You're supposed to watch that stuff and be like, what the fuck?
That's right. It's
a portal into another dimension.
So I was listening, actually. You listen to the same podcast as me. I was listening. Did you listen to DJ Tanner's podcast?
Every week.
Me too. You do?
Yeah, he goes, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Candace Cameron Bure. Thank you. She got this.
That's respectful.
Yeah. She's got this great podcast out now. And I don't know. I was thinking about inviting her over to watch a horror movie marathon.
Because it was Friday the 13th?
It was Friday the 13th.
Right.
And I was like, okay, time to watch some Jason flicks. Let's see which one you like. And also, you can tell a lot about a person based on which one they like.
Which Jason they like?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the space one.
If they're like, what? I'm like, okay, are we having fun with it? Because if we're having fun with it, I can accept that. The only one, they're like, okay, let's start with part 5. I'm like, what? Part what? Candace Cameron Bure was on her podcast talking about, like, you know, all the evils in the world, I guess, you know. And because isn't like
very religious.
And Kirk Cameron is her brother.
Yeah.
The Growing Pains guy. Mm-hmm. He's also like very religious. Mm-hmm. But to the point where like there's something around every corner.
Yeah.
Where it's like we have to be on guard at all times because, you know, God is trying to test
get
us.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So here she is explaining her take on the DJ Tanner, explaining Deej, if you will, explaining her take on horror movies. On some
I don't even
podcasts,
want someone watching a scary movie in our house on the TV because to me that's just a portal. Listen, I'm in the film industry. I understand how it all works. However, there's still
Could you pause for a
something
second? So like at first I was like, oh, is she talking about the true demonic nature of the way like some of these producers are treating the actors and like the things people go through? No. She's saying, I'm in the film industry. I know that the movies are not real.
I know that these are just actors.
And I'm like, I mean, I don't think you have to be in the film industry to know that.
Listen, let me break it down for you.
Something I learned as a child actor, movies are fake.
That person in Malignant?
Not
fake.
actually. Yeah. The head and the back?
CGI.
All tricks. All tricks. You can go back a little, Mike.
I understand how it all works. However, there's still something that can be incredibly demonic while they've made it.
I love these
And
guys.
I feel like it's a portal that gets opened up and let in. And that just reminded me, like you posted something a while back about liquid death.
Yeah.
And you're like, so do you want to buy a product that is literally being cursed as it's going out into distribution?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I love podcasts where the guys are just like, no matter what the person says, they go like this. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I guess they figure like polite conversation, you just agree and move on. And that's what we should do on podcasts. Not just sit there and go, can we address that this person just said horror movies might be a portal to a demon world? Like,
that happened just the other day. I was going to send it tonight. Tyler Hero, he's a player on the Heat. He said on a podcast that he does not believe any history from before 1950.
Can you find that clip?
Because how do you know?
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Did he say that in a like interview or podcast?
And they're like, really?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that clip. I'd love to hear that clip. That's a great take. That's a great take.
Just go on Twitter and type in Tyler Hero history. 2 R's in Hero.
Nice.
Double the hero.
That's right. I'm not going to tell you what the second R is for. And
he goes, Well, yeah, how do you know?
How do you know for sure? And that's a good point. For me, I'm not 100% sure. By the way, that's a very egotistical way to do it. Like, for me, I go like pre-1980s. I'm not 1,000%. And even 1980s. Oh, you got Aiden Ross's live stream?
Yeah.
Okay, see, Aiden Ross always getting these scoops. Aiden Ross got the Antonio Brown scoop, which we'll talk about.
Oh.
Aiden Ross is where you go for the scoops, okay? I don't know. A lot of people say CNN, but for me, Aiden Ross is it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so this is
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero on Aiden Ross.
Real thing?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, but I don't think he dropped 100.
Are
you serious? You don't?
I'm dead ass.
Wait, so you don't believe in shit that happened like 200 years ago?
No.
He says, I don't believe in history. So they're talking about Wilt Chamberlain. And they were like...
Oh, like even like sports statistics.
They were like, do you believe that do you think... The conversation was, do you think Wilt... How good do you think Wilt would have been in this generation? And then somebody brought up his 100-point game. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't know if that really happened.
Okay, go back to the beginning, please, Mike, now that we have proper context.
A real thing?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, but I don't think he dropped 100.
Are
you serious? You don't?
No, I'm dead ass.
Wait, so you don't believe in shit that happened like 200 years ago?
The moon landing.
Hell no.
Wait, really?
What about the moon landing?
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe anything that happened before 1950.
Could you pause for a sec?
Jesus.
The moon landing was in the 40s?
I don't know.
I think it was more recent.
Are you sure?
I think it was...
That was in the 60s?
I think it was the 40s.
The moon landing you think was probably the 40s? Okay, all right. You know what? Let's not look it up. I'm going to go with you on that then. I mean, if it was the 40s, it was the 40s. Between you and Tyler Hero, I think you guys are right.
Didn't JFK say we were going to get somebody on the moon?
By 1940. JFK was president when?
During World War II, I think.
World War II was...
30s and 40s?
Yeah. Okay, that works. That works for me. Yeah. JFK, famous president of World War II. Either way, it's all fake anyway. Okay, so he doesn't believe anything before, say, the 1950s. Okay, let's keep going.
Wait.
Wait, now I'm thinking.
Nah.
Have you been fucking bamboozled?
No. Like, okay, like, do you think the Earth's flat? Well,
that has nothing to do with that, bro. What the fuck?
Do you think we'll ever go to Mars? Okay, so wait, you don't believe in something that happened like 200 years ago?
Yeah, like how do we know? Like how do we know? When did he come to America or the land or whatever?
True. They said 1492.
But there's no way of really knowing if it was him. Could have been Bob.
Right.
Like, I'm being that ass. That's
that ass.
They're saying he's big.
That is true. I mean,
so yeah, I was going to try to find other clips because they do keep going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, people do agree on podcasts, I guess.
They're like, okay.
I mean, yeah, they're like, how do we know Columbus discovered America? Oh, dead ass.
Yeah, no,
that's a good point.
Dead ass could have been Bob.
Were you there for it? No, I could have been Bob. I'm being dead ass. Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were kidding around, but if you're being dead ass, then you should probably take it seriously. Yeah, okay, that's a theory. It feels a
What's
little.
To not believe in history before 1950?
Yes.
Okay.
It feels a little bit intellectually lazy. It feels like maybe if you decide you just don't believe in huge chunks of information, that you no longer have to be responsible for the information and therefore don't have to learn it. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, hey, you know, what have you learned about the American Revolution? He's like, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
How do you prove that anything was as they say it is?
I mean, well, you use sources, like, there's first-hand sources, there's secondary sources. They actually, and this is interesting. A lot of people like Tyler Hero who adopt this principle, like how do you know that it even happened, as if they're the first person to, there is an answer to that question. Historians have...
there's video from World War II, and that was before 1950.
That would blow his mind, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's considered that. I think part of the problem is that he may not know the dates when things occurred.
Right. And he probably didn't have to, because he knew that he was going to school for basketball.
Right.
And he knew that he was going to the NBA. He's very good.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's interesting that there are athletes that, I mean, for some reason they just won't say, well, I'm very good at basketball, but very stupid at the other things.
Yeah. I'm not qualified to answer that question.
Nobody likes to ever say that. I'm not an expert on that. I'm not qualified for that. It's like, no, here's my take on that. I don't know it, so it probably didn't happen. That's my gut.
my gut is I would know it if it was important.
Right. Because they'll tell you, well, we take sources from the time that we can confirm. Right.
Dated material
that was written at the time. We get where's the source that we got it from? Well, we get it from this source. It's actually very meticulously detailed and looked at, and a group of peers that are experts in the field all must agree upon this source, and then they go in and start to interpret information based on the source and other information that they know about the time in order to paint a picture of what was most likely going on.
Right, but did someone tweet it?
It wasn't tweeted.
All right, then how do you know what happened?
Dead ass?
Dead ass.
Oh, okay. All
right. Bob.
All right, I didn't realize that.
From Minions.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that we can be good at sports and just kind of just say whatever about everything else. That's good stuff. Or we can go like, hey, maybe watching a horror movie opens a portal to demons.
Yeah. I work in the industry.
I would know. I mean, there's way worse things going on in the industry than watching scary movies.
Like what?
I don't work in the industry, so I guess I wouldn't know. And if that is truly a portal... Now, listen. Hot Dog watches scary movies sometimes. Is that where he got the demon?
I watched When Evil Lurks, and I thought of Hot Dog.
Let me tell you something. When Evil Lurks, that's a scary-ass movie.
That's
Dead-ass.
Great. Dead-ass?
Dead-ass. I've liked that. I was so glad we got a text from Travis over the weekend. When Evil Lurks is a great movie. I watched that when it first came out on Shudder.
So good.
It's, is it Colombian?
I don't know. It's in Spanish. I don't know who did it.
Yeah, it's, I can't remember what its country of origin is, but it's an incredible movie. And I'm sure...
But I thought of Hot Dog. Because I was like, that's happening with his demon.
It is.
I kind of hope it is.
It went from him to Annie to Jalen. And he's fucking everybody over with it. But, yeah, Argentina. It's Argentinian.
So good.
It's great. I would recommend everybody check it out when they get a chance. Sinners, you watched, right? You said you watched Sinners? I love Sinners, too. I watched it in a movie theater, luckily, so if it is a portal to a demon, they'll stay in the theater,
in the theater. Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. That's probably how it works.
I think so.
Yeah. Probably just goes over to
Although I am going to watch it at home, too.
Sinners?
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since I know what I know now.
Yeah. And that sucks because of the demon portal.
Yeah, but if you watch it when the kids aren't in the room.
Should be fine?
Should be fine. Yeah.
You drinking cursed water?
Yeah.
And you just posted something about water being cursed? Yeah. Why would you buy cursed water? Yeah. I don't know, man. I get being religious and, appreciating God and whatnot, sure. But, if I was, as religious as the Camerons are, and was yes, we love God, and He created this world where... literally every time we turn around, we got to be on guard all the time.
It is a test.
We constantly are being tested. I'd be like, that's not how you treat a person. Wouldn't you want to create a world where you're just you could kind of be down for a good time?
Instead of it being just one...
I can't buy water?
80-year-old test to get into heaven.
Oh, my God, I'm exhausted. I'm going through the water aisle at the store going that's a test. That's a test. You want to go to the movie theater? Fuck no. It's a test. It's all a test. God damn it. Oh, I just said it. I said it. That was a test, too. They made the profanity a test. Oh, no. Mom, can we watch a horror movie? No. Why? Because it's curse words? No, the demon portal. I don't want a demon portal in the house. All right, Mom. Well, this won't give me a complex later on in life.
There's got to be a happy medium.
There has to be. There has to.
And to be fair,
by the way,
I feel like...
maybe a really well-done horror movie. If you tell me When Evil Lurks opens a demon portal, fine.
I would believe that.
If you tell me that Saw 4 opens a demon portal, there's no fucking way.
You sure? What about the Chris Rock one?
Spiral did not open a demon portal.
Okay.
Maybe the very first Saw opened a demon portal, but not until the very end.
Right.
Maybe. But I don't think torture porn would open a demon portal, because that's not demons. That's just
Right, that's just gore for the sake of...
If it's just gore for the sake of gore, that's not really demonic.
What about a body horror like Substance?
No, because that's more horror based on the reality that we live in when you really think about it. Because ultimately the monster is us.
That's true.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I went to film school.
That was a really deep take.
Yeah, what about Deej? What if the...
Listen, Deej.
Hey, DJ. What if in the movie the monster is us? No, it's all a demon portal. They're all going to laugh at you.
She's really going through it because I've seen 2 clips of DJ Tanner this weekend.
No.
And it was her meeting the Beach Boys and her talking about how...
demon portals can happen when you get horror movies?
Yeah, one is like, oh, look at these horrible actors on Full House. The Beach Boys just come to their house.
Yeah.
Because she was going to a Bon Jovi concert.
That's right. She was going to see the Jove.
Yeah.
And here come the Beach Boys. Well, Danny didn't want to...
By the way, Brian was already gone.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
from
lunch?
In that Full House clip,
yeah.
You watch that clip and you're like, oh man,
he's checked out.
He's checked out.
That must have taken 1,000 takes. Yeah.
And that was probably, how young were the kids then?
Oh my God,
That's probably 86 or 87.
Yeah, that was mid 80s.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, that's like first season. Yeah, probably 88 or so. 88, 89.
This is a Stamos booking.
Oh yeah, that's when Stamos started flexing his power. Mm-hmm. Like this is like, and then they gave him an inch, and boy did he take a mile.
Oh yeah. It's like, how about we just do a whole season with the Beach Boys?
Oh, look at Brian Wilson in the back, just like, I'll just look somewhere.
Well, they probably had to put him in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice they invited him to do this.
That's right. Where should we put the genius? Somewhere in the back. He's going to stare off and say something weird.
Did you see? Again, I forgot to send this. Did you see the quote that Mike Love gave on the?
It was on People. Yeah, it was
on the red carpet.
Yes. Yeah.
This fuck.
No.
Yeah. He just disconnected.
We co-created those songs together.
You didn't co-create anything, Mike.
He does have writing credit on some songs.
Okay, big deal. A lot of people have a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in the recording industry. Does every single person who has credit on that double platinum song of yours, were they in the studio with you?
No.
Because otherwise, that'd have to be a big ass studio. That's a long list of credits, isn't it? Would you record it in a mansion?
He says something too, like, "Oh, Brian's still with me, and I'm with Brian." And
you are?
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He doesn't even look sad.
He's not sad at all.
You don't think so?
No.
Come on.
No.
Mike Love is he's probably happy he's gone.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Mike.
Mike's, you know how I feel about Mike Love.
He's a turd.
I mean, he's an original Beach Boy, so you got to give him.
He didn't look broken up about it.
No,
I saw a clip with John Stamos at the same thing, and he was in tears.
I think
John Stamos was fucked up.
John Stamos, I believe the quote is he couldn't talk for 2 hours.
John?
I believe
because he was so upset by Brian Wilson.
And he's a talker.
He's a looker.
He said,
he's a looker.
Stamos said that he had to tell Mike Love because he got the text when they were together.
And the hardest part about that was watching Mike shrug.
Like, well, I don't give a shit.
Huh. Yeah, I'll find the clip.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah. I mean, I also want to talk to... Do you think Candace Cameron Bure has watched horror movies and, like, felt a demon portal, or this is just a theory she's working on? Because I'd like to, like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Definitely not a demon portal. Like, that's tongue-in-cheek, if nothing else. And what about a horror movie parody? Like, what about Scary Movie? That's not actually a scary movie, but one of the top movie parodies of all time.
No, that's probably a portal.
Because it's got horror
He's wearing
elements.
the mask.
Forgot about the mask. But he gets stoned, and then the mask looks stoned. Remember that scene?
I do.
Max in Baltimore. What's up, Max?
Yo, Sam. How are you, man?
Fabulous.
Good. So, wanted to chime in. This past week, I saw Bring Her Back in theaters.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I'm this based on the trailer and based on the fact that these are the fellas that did Talk to Me. I would imagine Demon Portal material.
Oh, hardcore! Right as soon as the movie opens, like for sure.
Nice.
But like between Sinners and Bring Her Back, like top 2 horror movies of the year, like without a doubt.
That's
it was. I saw it in an empty theater with like 2 other people, and it was it's crazy time.
Paradise, chef's kiss.
Absolutely. But one last thing: When Evil Lurks, that is Argentina.
Argentinian.
Which I think made it. Yes. But yeah, go O's. You guys have a good weekend.
Awesome. Thank you, Max.
Not weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll have a good weekend after this week. It's gonna be fabulous. Yeah. So yeah, DJ doesn't like horror movies, unfortunately. No. But
Brian Wilson.
Could you talk out my man Malcolm? He's got something to say.
Just got I saw this a couple days ago. Have you guys seen the interview with Wilson from the 90s where they ask him what his favorite movie is? Well, first they ask him, what was the last movie you saw? And he goes, I just saw Norbit. It's really great. And they say, what's your favorite movie? And he goes, Norbit.
That was a print. I think that was a print interview.
Yeah,
right?
There's no clip. It's from a while ago. But.
Isn't that great? Maybe the greatest American musical genius of our time. What's the last movie you saw? Norbit. It was great. What's your favorite movie of all time? Yeah, I guess Norbit. I mean, talk about being fried, man. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember any other movies.
Okay, there was an interview with the Asbury Park Press in 2007. Have you seen any good movies lately? And he said, well, I've only seen one in the last couple years. It's called Norbit by Eddie Murphy. How did you like it?
By the way, one of the worst Eddie Murphy movies ever.
What?
Norbit sucked.
How did you like it? Fantastic movie. Very funny. What's your favorite movie? Norbit.
That's great.
Here's Mike Love talking about.
That's awesome. Well,
Norbit.
Mike Love is just I love, Brian Wilson's a guy who loved Norbit. People think it was just the recording. Actually, I wrote most of the songs while Brian was watching Norbit.
He wouldn't stop watching that fucking movie.
He loved Norbit, so that's why we never got another God Only Knows.
So then I wrote Kokomo.
Yeah. And that's a good song, better than Norbit.
I feel my cousin's presence tonight very strongly. We did it together. And so that part's inseparable. And we always had a great love for each other. So it's really nice to be honored, though, and
He's in the
recognized for my contribution to the Beach Boys music. He had a wonderful life in terms of how creative he was, and I had a wonderful time co-creating with him. So,
he's a narcissist.
Yeah,
everything is about him.
And
that whole statement was only about him. Mm-hmm. I mean, he had a good life in terms of being creative. Me, we're here to honor me. That was what was in his head. Like, you could tell, listening to that, my take is that he found out Brian died, and he was pissed because he was walking the red carpet, and he'd like it to be about him. When honestly, you're not going into the Songwriters Hall of Fame for fucking Kokomo, bro. Sorry, dude. That's not what's getting you in the Hall of Fame. No.
This absolutely ruined his night.
It did. It ruined his night, and not because his cousin and co-creator was dead. I said that with big air quotes. Because he was asked about it, because he wanted it to be about him.
You want to hear John Stamos?
Yes, I do. I want to do it because I watched that one, and I want you guys to listen to somebody who is just thinking about being honored for writing songs that come on. They're Brian Wilson songs. And somebody who is actually, kind of fucked up about it.
Mike and I were together when I got the text, and I had to tell him, sorry. Without Brian Wilson, life would be a mistake. I mean, his music has been part of my DNA, and the beauty and the happiness and the joy and the optimism and the positivity that I've gotten from their music has made who I am. One of my greatest songs is when someone comes up and says, I got turned on to the Beach Boys because of you and Full House. It's like, it's the greatest gift that I could have given back to them. Tomorrow will be our first show since Brian's gone. I don't know how we're going to get through it. I know God only knows starts playing it, but we'll get through it, and we have to, for Brian. And I think obviously the rest of this summer, the rest of the live shows forever, I think, will be dedicated to Brian Wilson and will be a tribute to him.
And
Mike can help it.
We're really lucky that we're going to get through these songs, and luckily,
he was breaking down the entire time.
Luckily, I don't think the singing will be fine. The singing won't be interrupted whatsoever. The vocals, that'll be an easy one. That'll be a layup. I mean, some of the music, it's going to be a real struggle to get through, but the person performing the vocals will be, tip-top. Absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever.
Actually, a little pep in his step.
Yeah. You think Mike Love went to him and he was like, John, you know, no, it's all good, you know, no, this is a fun night, no, yeah, it sucks about Brian, but listen,
that's right, I forgot.
I just watched the interview and you had said his music, probably going forward, you'd say their music. It was me and Brian, don't forget, so you'd say their music, Mike's and Brian's music is what you'd say, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks he's gone. Anyway, let's get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of revisionist history with.
Oh, they're trying to write it right now.
Yeah,
they're trying to write it right now. The winners write history, don't they?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh, he's getting shit on even in death, isn't he?
Poor guy.
That's why you got to make sure all your ends are tied up. You got to make sure you control the narrative.
I'll be saying goodbye to you guys when we leave for the day. Maybe it'll
be the last time.
Want you guys know, I appreciate you all.
I appreciate that. I'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe. God willing.
Yeah. Then again, you might have a demon from the demon portal.
That's a good point. I did watch a horror movie. I forgot about that.
I mean, it does have to be tough. I mean, it's one thing to be religious, living life every day, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, no, can't do that. Like, cutting yourself off. I mean, there are a lot of religions that do it. It's like the Mormons have, like, all these, like, very, very strict rules, and this group has all these very, very strict rules. It's like, I mean, do they really set up life like an obstacle course?
Well, if you're Christian, which she is,
yeah, big time.
That there are principalities of darkness that exist. It's
just lurking everywhere.
It's in the scriptures.
Right.
So if you're taking the scriptures as truth, you need to accept that what it says.
It talks about liquid death in the scriptures.
It does. I don't think it mentions anything about liquid death
specifically, but you can interpret it as
Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So do you think that, like,
and liquid death?
Yeah. Do you think that coming from the industry, that what we should be worried about is scary theatrical releases and liquid death, or maybe like what's going on behind the curtain?
I think both can be true.
Liquid death?
Okay.
You don't drink liquid death?
If I'm thirsty, I will.
Okay. You know why?
Why?
It murders your thirst.
That's right.
It says it right on the can.
And it's cool because it looks like you're drinking a beer, but it's water.
Yeah. Bro, I took a pic. Well, my kid was like 6. I took a picture of him outside of 7-Eleven drinking liquid death.
Oh, dude, I bet you look cool as hell.
It looks so fucking cool.
It's awesome, dude.
What's that, little 6-year-old drinking a tall boy? I was like, yeah, dude.
You're a cool dad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Malcolm, you're not letting any demons in, or you're watching the horror movies?
I try to stay away from the scaries. They keep me up. I also try and stay away from the liquid death. I only drink liquid life from now on.
Liquid life, that's good.
You don't even want to know what's in that.
That's true. That's true. No,
that's just holy water.
That's important. That is. It's like when Vincent Shane went into that church ready to wrestle God.
That's right. Yeah.
We're drinking splashing the.
I don't know why we got to bring everything back to.
Well, because it's all they've referenced it all. It's like The Simpsons.
This is like when Brock threw the microphone.
I mean, and then what happened? I pulled it up, and what did you guys say?
It was dope.
So then, all right,
Yeah,
maybe you're probably walking down the wrong road because you guys were like, "Holy shit!" Troy stood up for it.
I know.
Troy had to straighten his back brace when he saw that.
He had to readjust.
That's when you know he's excited, when he starts pulling the straps.
I want to stand up tall.
Oh yeah. All right, let's take another break for you guys.
Oh wow.
Let's take another break. Troy, is there anything you'd like to say?
I want to thank you guys for a great day. And all the listeners, thank you for listening to Sam Roberts Show.
And we'll be right back. We're not done for the day.
We're not done for the day. We'll be back. And hopefully I see you after the commercial break.
And if you pass on during the break,
I want to let everybody know from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening.
But you understand the show must go on.
The show must go on.
Okay, we'll be right back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
5 minutes, like it crashed
like very, very quickly after takeoff.
Pretty quickly. It was a big 787. I don't even think Nathan has flown one of those. 242 people on board. And it was one of those flights, it was one of those crashes where just look, it was catastrophic. You know, you look at it, and while they haven't officially announced a death number or anything, nobody's looking at that thinking that anybody survived. You know, nobody. You're just going like, we lost all those people. This is a tragedy. This is horrible, and it still is. But then come to find out that apparently one person survived this crash.
Did you see the video of him like walking out of the crash?
No.
Mike, just search on Twitter Air India survivor.
Yeah. I mean,
that's crazy.
Just like looking at, I mean, I don't even know what goes through your head. Either you have some of the worst survivor's remorse, you know, because that's a thing. People get, like, it develops complexes in people. They get survivor's remorse.
Well, some people do think that he's lying.
That he did not survive the crash?
Some people do think that he just walked out from the crash area.
Well, wouldn't they know if he was on the flight or not?
I don't know if they have a manifest. I don't know.
Have a flight. Who's on the flight?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know about flight logs until Epstein.
It's a theory.
This guy's like, what? I think everybody's fine.
No, I was on that plane.
Are those scorch marks on his back? So, this coming right from the crash?
Yeah. There's a video of him actually like walking out of the crash.
And he's like saying, guys, leave me alone. He's pushing people away.
Yeah.
He's got scorch marks, a little blood on his shirt. It looks like burn mark on his face.
No, I'm just saying that there are, like anything, conspiracy theorists who immediately are like, this guy's lying. There's no possible way he survived. I don't believe that.
Right. But of course, you know.
But people watch interviews with him and they're just like, this man's lying.
False flag.
Yeah. False flag for what?
I don't know. And I don't know, like, how, like, what did he buy a ticket and then, like, not get on the plane and then
get to the crash site?
Get to the crash site and then walk away from the crash site with makeup on? I don't understand. Okay, so here's the wreckage and everything. You see the flames coming up.
You see him in the right?
People
see him to the right walking through?
I mean, it's really fucked up that he's just walking out, like, and just walking, not like he's not limping, he's not like in a daze, he's not.
If that really happened, you'd probably be in a state of shock.
Right. So where he's just walking forward, I'm just walking.
Am I really here?
Right. And that's possible. Like the idea that he may have walked and then eventually just passed out because he's in a state of shock right now. His body is just moving him without his brain telling him what to do. Yeah, because either this guy ends up with like, because that means 241 people died, and he's the 242nd. Like, either you could think you're a god, but I'm here for a reason. You could have terrible survivor's remorse and guilt, where you're sitting there going, why all them and not me? And that becomes a complex for the rest of your life. You could just go like, that was fucked up. I mean, I would be checking him because it feels very Final Destination.
Yeah.
Where it feels like, you know, death has a plan, and if you escaped it, that's bad news for you. Although, usually in Final Destination, it would have to be some kind of like he saw it before it happened. And then that's how he avoided it. If you just survived it, that feels like death's fuck up, which would mean that it wouldn't come after you, I would think, by the rules of Final Destination. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but it is crazy to see this guy. And he really is. You just see one human walking from this cloud of just flames and black smoke covering the air.
And he's like, what happened?
What are you guys all doing here?
He gave an interview in the hospital.
Okay.
Saying like, yeah, there was flames and then I just got out of there.
Oh, like he didn't have a lot of specifics.
Well, yeah, here, listen.
But also, can you... Yeah, okay.
He's speaking in English.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
I can't...
How did you manage to escape?
I just...
Did you pull the emergency doors?
No. Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
Then I see the page little bit.
Yeah.
Then I will try to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So, did the aircraft catch fire before you came out?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit fire. After me, I'm out. Then blast.
Oh, okay. So, did anybody help you, or you after that you came out on your own? How did you jump from the aircraft?
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out, innit?
Okay.
Then ambulance coming in.
You did walk out on the building, or?
No, in floor.
On the floor.
Yes. Okay. Inside the aeroplane.
Like I was there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Wait.
Okay. All
And
right.
you managed to get into the ambulance.
I'm starting to get on board.
What did Prime Minister tell you? What was the conversation?
He's asking me everything is okay. That's it.
You're feeling better now.
Yes.
And where your family? Where's your family? Are you people?
Is in London.
Okay. The whole family is in
Yeah.
Troy?
I'm starting to think this guy's full of shit.
I mean, like, listen.
Sam?
Listen. I was like going, oh, listen, he went through something traumatic. He could, like, just not remembering things clearly, not. I mean, he said that he, like walked on the plane, he said. Like, literally, like, he was in the plane, he got up out of his seat and walked. Which, like.
He was like, I guess we're here.
When a plane crashes, it's not like it lands and then you could like walk on it and then it blows up.
Right.
Like it kind of blows up on impact.
Like with the video.
It
literally like it goes down and goes.
And then it crashed onto a building?
Yeah, it crashed like into a building.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's saying like it didn't land on the floor.
Right.
It landed in a building.
And he's like, nah.
And he's like, no. I mean, I got out and then right after I got out, it blew up.
I mean, maybe he just blacked out and didn't remember exactly what happened.
And so he's kind of faking
trying
it.
Trying to fill in the blanks.
Maybe he did black out, doesn't remember how he escaped, is somehow embarrassed and not used to the media.
Maybe.
And so he's just trying to answer questions. But, I mean, good on the reporter for asking follow-ups, because that doesn't make any sense what he just said.
No.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I mean, Air India obviously knows who's all on that plane.
Yeah, have they researched?
I have not seen anything that has been like, this man is lying, and it's been days.
But like just people watch it, just like us, like dumbasses are going like.
No, I think people
we're in the dumbass category,
who have one eye open.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just going on by what this guy said.
Right.
It seems like what he says is full. He's full of shit.
Right.
But
maybe he's full of shit because he doesn't actually even remember what happened, and he's just trying to.
He was in a state of shock,
and maybe he still is in a state of shock.
I mean, this is his ticket.
Okay. I mean, he's got stamped.
It's nice he still has it with him.
Well, yeah. He was carrying his phone out in that video where you saw him walking from the plane.
Still got his phone.
Well, I mean, you got to have your phone.
Well, it's in your pants pocket. I mean.
Made all the horror of the Air India plane crashes. Piers talking,
and he wouldn't lie.
This story of British national from Leicester, who was in seat 11A, being the sole survivor and walking away with just a few scratches is truly astonishing. Well, hopefully he's going to get on Piers then. You know, Piers is already working on having him on
if he's based.
No, because Piers will let you on because Piers will go after you.
Piers will just do wild shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very intrigued by the whole story.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Because, by the way, even regardless, it's a wild story. I'll tell you what seat I'm getting.
What's wild?
Everything about it.
If he survived.
He survived.
Oh, he's there.
I'm telling you right now, this man is a survivor of the plane crash.
Okay, you're back on.
No.
Okay.
You are also a survivor of the plane crash. The plane crashed, you survived.
I survived.
Plane crash, Troy, congratulations, you survived as well.
Thanks, buddy.
The question is, you were not, I'll tell you this, though. I know for goddamn sure you were not on that plane.
No.
So, just because you survived doesn't mean...
Would it be funny if he was in the building and it crashed into, and then he's like, I'm just going to spin this and be like...
Yeah, but...
Picked up a ticket from the ground. He's like, no, it's me.
It's me.
But his name is on the ticket.
As far as I know,
don't say as far as I know. There's a picture of it. You're looking at it.
There's a name on that ticket.
What, you think you went full Don Draper? I don't think you can do that in 2025. You think you went full Don Draper and just pulled it off of somebody and be like, I will live as this man now?
I'm just saying.
What if he goes home to his family and they're like, you're not the guy. Like, you're not him.
Maybe he just walks away like Kevin Spacey at the end of Usual Suspects.
I mean, I guess, but they said we're talking about his family.
I've seen nothing, and the internet likes to search, that has broken apart this guy's story.
Okay,
it's just a weird interview.
It's a real like, hey, get off my back. What do you want?
Right. It's a very strange interview.
Why are you talking to me?
And it's an insane scenario.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we also try to make sense of the insane.
Well, yeah, because one person should not survive a plane crash just walking away.
I will say, whether anybody believes it or not, that this happened or not, next time I got on a plane, I'm going for 11A first. That's my seat.
That was the first thing my wife said. Do you think they're going to start charging extra for 11A?
100%.
You think so?
100%. This is the survive seat.
Yeah,
Survivor
you're good
seat.
here.
Yeah, man. I mean, either way, it's a crazy ass story.
Yeah.
but one way it gets a doc.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
One way it gets an interview on television. The other way it gets the full doc treatment.
Either Incredible Man survives plane crash, or Man lied about everything and tried to steal valor for.
That's right, crash. And we get 6 parts. Man, yeah. But like you said, I mean, I would think this interview happened very, very close to when he went to the hospital. He's still wearing his scrubs, right?
Oh yeah, I think this was out on like Friday. Like the plane crash happened on Thursday, and I think the interview came out like on Friday.
So he could still be in massive shock.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And he's got his plane ticket.
He's got somebody's plane ticket.
I don't think he's trying to steal somebody's identity.
You think that would be an easy one to be like, "Hey, buddy, that's not your name on that ticket."
That would be the easy one. Especially if the person on that ticket has a family.
Right.
Also, the ticket has no scorch marks on it.
Well, it could be in your pocket. He's not scorched.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, if he stole the ticket from somebody else, to go in, by the way, the plane just crashed.
Yeah, so to start going through people's trying to look for plane tickets.
Right, to go into a freshly crashed plane that is literally still on fire and could explode again. Because here's the thing about planes that are going to a different country that just now crashed, there's a lot of gas in them.
Oh, yeah.
It was 5 minutes into the trip. There's a lot of gas in the plane. To go onto the plane, pickpocket 11A, which means even if you went in the front of the plane, you got to go all the way down to 11. Pickpocket that guy.
Maybe that's where you ended up. Maybe you didn't put your seatbelt on and you ended up around like.
Luckily, he's got no scorch marks on him whatsoever. His pocket, he's got iron pants.
He got his phone. His phone's fine.
Well, no, because your working theory is that he stole somebody's boarding pass.
No. That's not my theory. I'm just saying that
sounded
could
like it was
happen.
Didn't it? It sounds like Travis is trying to have his cake and eat it too.
I mean, halfway through the video, Troy was like, "Nah."
Troy will tell me how he feels, though. Troy doesn't mind. You like to kind of skirt the issue so that way you could be right no matter what.
People
True
are
or false,
saying.
Troy. Generally speaking with Travis.
Put me on the spot.
Generally speaking with Travis.
He's just asking about me. You're good with that.
Generally speaking with Travis, does he like to skirt issues so he can be right no matter what?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. And Troy will give me a straight answer. True or false?
Yes, I will.
See?
I'm just saying.
And Troy, a lot of times you're wrong. True or false?
Yes.
So?
I'm working the theory out as we go.
It's a crazy theory regardless.
Even
it's a crazy story regardless.
Crazy story regardless. If this guy walked out of that, or if he's completely faking it, it's still crazy.
I'm happy either way, to tell you the truth, for different reasons.
Yeah, same.
For completely different reasons. I mean,
if it turns out he's faking, he would be great on Traders.
He'd be amazing, because it's like it takes so much balls.
Yeah.
To just be like, yeah, this is my plane ticket.
And
right
like
here.
everybody believed you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to believe?
I am a faithful. Wow, he's telling the truth.
Well, that guy's not lying. Plane crash guy is not lying. You know the guy famous for lying about the plane crashes on Traders now? Yeah, I mean, I just can't. I mean, if the plane ticket, because your theory that you presented, Travis, yes, you did. You at least presented the theory. I didn't ask if you believed it. You presented it. Was that you said he's got a plane ticket? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Troy, did Travis say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said yeah.
So the theory that you have presented,
go ahead,
is that you took someone else's plane ticket.
Yes. If he wasn't on that plane.
I know. Stop trying to get one foot in, 1 foot out. Malcolm sees right through you. Malcolm, don't be like this, dude. I know you're looking for a mentor. It's better to be wrong and to be principled than to have no scruples.
I'm principled.
You're not.
Sure I am.
You have no principles or scruples. Troy, I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Oh, you're killing me today.
I know. Travis, would you say he has scruples?
No.
Okay, so there it is. And you're not insulted. I'm not. Travis, you can't be mad at Troy.
The plane is right in that in that building.
Man, it really did penetrate that building.
And he's like, yeah, no, I just got out.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he literally walked out and took the elevator down for that building.
That's right. Ding. So the elevator still works, and maybe the plane blew up right after he got out.
Maybe.
Or
maybe not. Maybe he was in the building and he's like, oh, damn, I could cash in on this.
Let me go into the flaming plane, get somebody's plane ticket out of their pocket, put a little soot on my shoulder, and so you're saying maybe looked like there was some marks on his face.
Maybe he got those marks when the plane crashed into the building.
Or maybe he got them when he went on the plane to steal somebody else's ticket.
That's also, see, now you're starting to make sense.
Yeah, I mean...
By the way, the flight manifest was published by authorities following the crash, listed the passenger in seat 11A as this person, a British citizen.
Okay.
But do we know that that's him?
You see what he's doing?
Check it. Well, I mean, he's playing devil's advocate.
Yeah,
No, he's playing devil's advocate, but he's also trying to walk you into agreeing with
I'm just working out the theory.
He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so he could be right no matter what.
I like
And
to
he's trying-
straddle the line.
Yeah, you straddle it. It's not the only thing you straddle. That's how you got the gig. Straddling the line, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Very crazy. I think he will be on Piers.
I hope so.
I think he absolutely will be on Piers. Piers is a big. If he's from England, this guy. Piers is he's a god over there.
Sure.
And I'm sure Piers doesn't mind.
Piers is a god over there? Is that what you just said?
In England, yeah.
They love him.
They
still
Piers.
love him?
They love him. He's got one of the biggest shows in the world.
What show?
Piers Morgan Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that just on the internet?
Bro, it's on British TV, bro.
Is it? Okay.
Hell yeah, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I love Piers. But I thought everybody turned on him.
He's straddling the line again. Listen to this guy.
I'm saying unequivocally.
Don't be like this. Don't be like this. You hear him straddling the line, right?
What line am I straddling?
Why put me on the spot?
Okay.
Stop putting Troy on the spot.
Yeah,
Hang on.
I don't want to do this today.
I understand.
This might be his last day.
Troy, I got to ask you.
I don't want to end the day on a bad note.
I got to
with
ask
him.
you a question.
Oh, Sam. Fuck.
When it comes to Piers Morgan,
Yeah.
is Travis straddling the line again?
Yes.
Okay.
I said I like Piers.
But everything is this.
I thought everybody turned on him. Didn't he get fired from that morning show? Then he was like on the Daily Mail, and everybody hated him when he was doing the
But
Daily
they love
Mail.
him now because he's back. Because he's like the Jerry Springer of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, they fired him from the morning show, but then he. But they thought a lot of people thought it was an unjust firing.
Okay.
So then he was able to come back to prominence with his chat show in the UK. Plus, I mean, the UK loves tabloids.
Yeah.
They've always have.
They're the kings.
They literally ran Princess Di into a wall because they love tabloids so much.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I mean, they love that stuff over there. So the fact that Piers just like leans into it all the way, and I'll bet he doesn't mind throwing a couple dollars at a guest.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If it means being the first to book him, I bet. I don't know, but I'll bet. That's my prediction. That we'll see this dude on Piers Morgan.
I hope so.
And we will analyze that interview.
Piers needs to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Piers going to press him hard.
Well, I think the reason
He should
Piers...
go on Theo Vaughn.
That's
Theo.
the second round.
Yeah, you could go on Theo. Yeah.
You got to get the first big one out of the way.
That's the newsworthy one.
And then
when it's time to get to know you, then you go on Theo, and then you launch Talk Tua. You know? Actually, he goes, a lot of people don't realize this. I have a lot to say myself. It's good that I survived the plane crash because I have quite a bit to say. I'm launching my own show, my own podcast. Oh, good. You remember the guy who survived the Air India crash? No.
He's got a lot to say.
Well, he's got a podcast.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a good talker. I don't know why he would do it.
Well, he's in shock.
Bro, he just escaped death.
Maybe he'll go on Bad
Bro,
Friends.
can you imagine? You survive a massive plane crash. You're the sole survivor.
It's crazy.
And you got some jerk off on the radio going, he's not that good at interviews.
You were saying the same thing.
He just said that, right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that?
You both. Hey,
you can't, right?
I can't.
You both watched that interview.
Wait. Try. Like, shut your eyes and try to imagine it.
Okay, go ahead.
Why are you putting?
You just survived a plane crash.
Right.
Everybody else is dead. Oh. You just walked off, and then the plane blew up right after you walked off.
Okay, yeah.
Now you're walking into a sea of people.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
Now you're going into the hospital. Mm-hmm. Now there's some reporter that's asking you questions of a thing that you have been traumatized by, that plane crash that you just survived.
Okay.
Then you finally lay back down after the reporter leaves, and you turn on Sirius XM, and there's some jerk off, not even a host, a producer with a mic, who's saying...
Oh, it makes it even worse. Go ahead.
Who's saying, man, that guy's bad at interviews. He shouldn't do a podcast.
Oh.
How can you imagine that? Or no?
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You think he should do a podcast?
I'd like to hear what he's got to say.
I want to see him parlay this into something.
I would too. I love it. And really, podcasting is it. Yeah. Podcasting.
You would like and subscribe.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would. I probably hit the Patreon. I want to get my name in the credits. Yeah, I want to get my name on the cork board. I want to get my name on the wall behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm wrong.
I want to get an executive producer credit. I get the highest tier. For my sole survivors.
He'll definitely be on Green Screen Podcast Network.
Green Screen Podcast Network is hiring right now.
Yeah.
He's not going to replace me, is he? No, Mike, you're fine. Coming soon to Green Screen Podcast Network, it's Soul Survivor.
I don't know if Bet Rivers can afford both of them.
Well, I mean, if people had bet on that plane crash and the amount of survivors, whoever bet on him would have won a lot of money.
That's true. That's true.
Would have won a lot of money.
He could do live reads.
Yes, he could. Although, according to you, he can't.
Well, no. I mean,
you said he can't talk.
You guys were both watching the same interview, and you were both raising your eyebrows like, ooh, I don't know about this.
But what did you say?
I don't remember. What did I say?
What is he bad at?
Oh, talking.
Oh, I can't imagine.
He shouldn't do a podcast.
Oh, not
you heard
after
the interview? He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God, not after surviving a plane crash. He has to hear that. Just so you know, the words of Travis are not the words of the show.
You disavow?
We totally disavow, because you're a hater and have always been a hater. Troy, I got to put you on the spot again.
Sam, stop it.
I got to. I have to. Is Travis a hater?
Yes.
No, I'm not
All
a
right.
hater.
All right. All right. I just wanted it on the record. I know. I'm sorry.
Starting the week off bad.
No, I know.
This could be his final week.
Final day.
Final day.
I might say goodbye to you guys forever.
It could be, or guess what?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what's going to end up happening?
See you for the next 40 years.
Here's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah.
You're going to be in a plane crash with 241 other people. You're going to not only are you going to survive the plane crash, which you're already going to be like, what? Why would I survive the plane crash?
I'd be like, what?
What the fuck? Then you're going to be like, you're going to be stressed out already because this is supposed to be it. And you're going to turn on the radio and Travis is going to be like, he's not very good at interviews. And you're going to go, you gotta be kidding me.
I would never say that about Troy.
After all this one is still shitting on me?
I just survived death?
Yeah.
And this is what he's saying?
He shouldn't do a podcast is what he'd be saying.
He's a bad talker.
He's a bad talker. I don't even think he should be on Piers Morgan is what this one would be saying.
Not even on Piers?
That's what he'd say.
No, I want to hear him on Piers, because if anybody's going to pull that story apart, it's going to be Piers.
I think Piers put out the tweet about what an amazing story it is because he's laying the groundwork.
Smart. Of course he is.
Piers is a friend. We'll do Piers' show. And then Piers is like,
family's from London.
What do you say to the people who are confused by how this could even happen? You said you walked off on the floor. You were in a building.
Yeah. See? There's holes in the story.
Right. Yes. But it's a classless thing to say.
I don't think it's classless.
Well, you're coming
I'm not saying I wish he was dead. I'm not saying that I wish he was dead. I'm just saying there's holes in the story. Troy agrees. You agree.
Not to your...
Listen to his interview.
Not to your... What did you think of the interview?
It's horrible.
Oh,
he can't
my
speak.
God.
He shouldn't do a podcast.
This guy had no idea that he was going to be interviewed after surviving.
Oh, what, do you got to be prepared?
Well, if you're getting interviewed, sometimes you're not a good talker.
And is he a good talker?
You know what it is?
No, Travis.
No, see?
Wait, you know why Travis is so cranky?
Why?
Because he's hurting today.
Why? Travis is hurting?
Yeah.
Why am I hurting?
He's hungover.
Oh.
Is it a bender?
You think I was at a track meet all day just knocking him back?
Of course he was.
He was celebrating.
He was celebrating himself. He was celebrating himself, and he was drinking in the sun at a track meet.
And you just sweat it out so you don't feel it, so you just keep drinking more.
We walked in here. I was like, man, it stinks like booze in here. It's him.
Oh, it all comes together, doesn't it?
I see.
Oh.
Malcolm, do you know that? Travis will walk in, it'll stink so bad in here like alcohol. It's him.
Malcolm, don't listen.
Actually, when I came in this morning, I had to, talk to Travis to get all the materials, and he was shaking. It was scary.
Oh, no.
Is that why you ran out so fast?
He had the shakes?
Yeah, I didn't even see you at first because you were vomiting in the bathroom when I first came.
Wow.
I was trying to tell Malcolm a story, and he was just like, and he just kept backing out, like, real quick from the office.
Malcolm, what's it like to lose a hero within a week? Is that tough?
First Brian Wilson, not Travis.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more I can take on this.
Wow.
It's rough. Wait till Troy just died.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be dead. But just to adopt a mentor, and then within a matter of days, watch it crumble in front of you. This is terrible.
It's a life lesson.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Matt in Minnesota. What's up, Matt?
Hey, been That movie Unbreakable, Bruce Willis survived, only survivor.
Oh wow, you think this guy's the new Unbreakable? Watch out! Watch out for watch out for Mr. Glass.
Yeah,
he's a supervillain. Wow, maybe he is. Thank you, Matt. Oh, thank you, Matt. Maybe this is the. That sounds like that guy with no chin from Minnesota. Maybe this is.
Why you gotta be like that?
What are you talking about?
Funny?
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, they pay me.
You said the guy who called that was trying to help you out sounds like he's got no chin and he's like the murderer in Minnesota.
Oh, I forgot that's what that guy did.
Yeah.
That's honestly
accused.
Allegedly. For the record. Yeah, this is a Mr. Glass scenario.
Yeah.
I think they should do a panel on Piers with this guy and M. Night.
What's M. Night going to say?
Well, probably
had a good idea 30 years ago?
What the fuck? Are you coming on here and disrespecting M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Bro. What the fuck?
Did you see that beach movie?
It was all right. I don't think he stuck the landing perfectly, but neither did this plane. You know? I don't like. Is it perfect? No, but he has tons.
You see The Village?
Yeah, I saw The Village, where Bryce Dallas Howard got her start.
She's perfect.
Perfect. He's disrespecting M. Night Shyamalan now.
You see The Signs?
People love Signs.
Who?
Mel.
Mel loves and hates a lot of things.
No, people do like Signs. People think Signs is like an underappreciated one. They, look, M. Night went through a lot because Sixth Sense was so well received that it becomes difficult to follow it. But there are plenty of people who like Signs.
You see Blutista in the Cabin or whatever that movie?
The Cabin was great.
Was it? I didn't see it.
Knock at the Cabin Door. We like Knock at the Cabin Door. Okay. People like they definitely like Unbreakable.
Unbreakable's good.
Unbreakable was good.
Split is very good.
Split was incredible.
It was a letdown for
Part 3?
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Wasn't it just Unbreakable 2?
Unbreakable 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah, something like that. No, it was no, it had a different name.
I know.
What was the third part of it? It was Unbreakable, then Split, then a third one. Which, that was just a fun one. That was a climactic build. Glass was a climactic build. That was fine. There was the one about going to Grandma's house that was shot on a very low budget that was awesome. Don't disrespect M. Night Shyamalan.
You're going to sit here and tell me that he's got more movies that are good than bad?
This is going back into the Tim Burton thing.
No, it's not.
You're such an incredible hater.
M. Night is not a goat.
Can you imagine doing one of the greatest twists of all time and you're like, yeah, but I didn't like The Village?
Yeah, you had a good idea. It was a great idea. One of the best ideas of all time.
He's had multiple good ideas, and he's a goat.
He absolutely not.
And he writes and directs his own stuff.
You see Trap?
Yeah, I saw Trap.
How was Trap?
The Trap wasn't the best. Trap wasn't the best. Trap felt like a vehicle to get his daughter's recording career started. That's what it felt like to me.
That's right. Isn't that his
disappointing.
daughter?
Am I going to tell you it was disappointing? Yes. Okay. For me, I was happy to see Josh Hartnett in something. I was happy to see M. Night back in the theaters. I went to go see it in theaters. It was dumb.
He's not a goat. That's an insane thing to say.
Of course he's a goat. M. Night rules hard.
He has one of probably the greatest twist of any movie that I've ever seen.
No, because he did Sixth Sense, he did Unbreakable, he did Split.
Yeah, but then he's just like, oh, let me do it again.
The Grandma's House.
I don't think that's the name of the movie. Is it Grandma's House?
No, you're thinking of Grandma's Boy. The Visitor?
The Visit, yeah.
The Visit? Okay.
Close, whatever.
Do we like The Visit? You saw The Visit?
I haven't. That was kind of bad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah,
you were too young. You didn't understand. It probably went way over your head. It's very, very complicated.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It
very
doesn't.
complicated.
No, M. Night rules.
No.
Idiot. And for you to come in here and hate people.
Call me an idiot.
And by the way, you're right. You're right. People don't like that. It's mean. But I would like to say, you're like, oh, he had one good idea. That's one more than you.
I'm not saying I'm better than M. Night.
Well, then you should be hated on more than you're hating on M. Night. And how would that feel for you? Bad or good?
Bad.
Okay.
Old. Give me a break.
Which one was old?
Old was the beach
movie.
The beach movie.
That was good.
Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Unbreakable.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm putting it over here.
Okay.
Signs I will give.
People like Signs.
Yes.
People do like Signs.
The Village goes over here.
That's fine.
Lady in the Water.
That's not for me.
The Happening.
I love a happening usually. That's really what's interesting about that. But to be fair, by the way, Lady in the Water and The Happening is when he got mainstream and they convinced him to do big Hollywood blockbusters. To be fair, they convinced him to do Hollywood blockbusters. He should never have done them, to be fair.
There's no qualifying here.
I just qualified it, so
No.
guess what? Check the apostrophe and what's behind it. We're qualifying.
Sam Roberts.
So, Troy, are we qualifying then?
Absolutely.
The Visit goes over.
Visit, yep, thank you.
Split goes over here.
No, Split rules.
Yeah, this is the rules. This is the rules hand.
And Visit's on rules hand.
No, Visit's over here.
You didn't even see it.
Is it good?
It fucking rules. It's on the rules hand. That's 5-3 right now.
Are you fucking with me?
Nope. I like
Okay,
The Visit.
All right. Okay. Fine.
And Malcolm doesn't know. Malcolm's a fucking ballerina. What does he know about movies?
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Well,
The
listen,
Nutcracker is one of the great movies of all time.
Listen, I'm getting hostile, Malcolm, and I apologize.
All right, take it on. Poor man.
I know
Yeah.
he did nothing to deserve, but you know how Travis gets
He's already
you.
lost his hero.
You know how Travis gets you, and yeah, he lost a hero tonight.
Glass. I'm putting it over here.
On the not rules.
Yeah.
Glass does not rule. That's fine.
Old. Right over here.
Fine. Old doesn't.
Now we're tied. It's 5-5.
Fine. Old doesn't rule. Oh, I hope the next one's not the last one.
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin is good.
Trap.
So we're 50-50.
50-50 does not make you a goat.
Oh, really? Ask the Baseball Hall of Fame. With your Orioles sweatshirt on.
Okay.
50-50.
Yeah, if you hit 500, yeah, you're the greatest player that ever lived.
What year you are? What year? By the way,
but if half your movies suck,
to be fair, I hand out the GOAT title to everyone.
You do. You're
everyone
so
I like
liberal
is a
with
GOAT.
that.
I mean, I'll give it to everyone. The whole context behind it is lost on me.
Pass him out like Who Kids passes out his N-word cards.
I do. I pass them out like that meme of Floyd Mayweather just passing out those dollar bills. There's a GOAT for you, a GOAT for you, a GOAT for you. When did Sixth Sense come out? 96?
Hang on. Let me go back. 99.
99. So you're telling me over the course of 26 years.
Yeah.
No. 26. Don't take that away from him.
25. He hasn't put anything out this year.
But it still counts. This is a year. Over the course of 26 years, he's 50-50, and he's writing, directing, and he always is expected to have a twist, which is
He's only expected to have those twists because he made everybody expect
his movie. You know, you have to have the twist.
If he had done a movie without a twist after Sixth Sense, people would have been like, "Oh, this guy can do other stuff. That's cool."
He does a twist,
but instead
People
he was
love
like, "Hey, guess what? You like that? Come on, I got
okay,
another
fine.
twist
That's like saying Kevin Smith should be making movies without a bunch of weed jokes in them.
And he's done that.
How's that go?
Tusk?
I do like Tusk. Actually.
Yeah, see?
Actually, Tusk is pretty good. But to be fair, there aren't a bunch of weed jokes in it, but he got super high and wrote that movie. So,
That's true.
So technically the whole movie is a weed joke.
If half of your movies in 25 years are not good.
But half of them are great.
Great?
Too good. There's a sliding scale. You didn't let me finish.
You hand out goats way too easy.
No.
Greatest of all time.
M. Night and Tim Burton are both goats.
And it's like, oh, let's go through Tarantino's movies. Oh,
Goat is
10 for 10.
Okay, well, Tarantino is like one of the goated goats.
No, there's not levels of goatness.
Of course there's levels to goatness.
No.
Troy.
That's why there's a goat.
Tarantino's not a goat?
No,
Yes.
no, that's not the argument. Here's my question.
He's saying that there's
True
like
or
minor
false?
goats and major goats.
True or false? There's levels to
Malcolm
this shit.
agrees?
Absolutely.
I agree with Sam because
Oh.
there's the term goated. Why would there
Exactly.
be the term goated if there was only one supreme goat for everything? I
Like,
feel like
because
goat
you-
is a state
but
of
he
mind.
hands
You're
him out.
No, you're a boomer, dude.
You hand him out to it. Stop saying that.
Damn, bro.
Bro, you're a boomer, dude. You don't understand
I'm trying
that,
to say-
like,
no.
all of a sudden you just got goated. Like, I get goated, like, a lot.
Yeah, but you're a goat.
On the reg, yeah. Like, it's like, oh, that now you're goated again. I'm goated at Little League coaching. I've only ever got one trophy.
Okay, but you're
I'm
like
still goated.
You're like the Tarantino of radio.
That's sick. Thank you.
With all the feet stuff too.
Yeah, with the feet.
I mean, look, you
guys
get to
don't
go with the
even know.
pen in there. You know what I mean? You gotta have it. You gotta have the whole
Keep
package.
making Troy wear flip flops to work. He doesn't want to.
I want to see what he's working with. How far those tattoos go down is what I say.
No, you pass out way too many goats.
It's if people are goated, people are goated. That's it.
M. Night is not goated. He's got a goated movie.
He's got multiple goated movies.
No, he does not.
He's 50-50. That's goated.
50-50 in good, in passable movies.
But not passable.
In
Good,
like-
and he's
okay,
a
that was
writer-director. He's creating his own thing completely from scratch.
You're putting him in a category with Tarantino and PTA and like actual goats that write and direct their own movies.
He's also a goat. He's just a genre goat. You can be a genre goat.
You are moving those lines.
You can be a genre goat.
He's not a genre goat.
You can be a throat goat?
You can be a throat goat, a genre goat.
Yeah, you can be a genre goat, but he's not.
Jordan
he created
Peele,
his own.
Jordan Peele's a goat too.
No, not yet.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not yet.
No, he went 3 for 3. Excellent.
He's 2 for 3.
Get the. You're an idiot. Sorry.
I didn't like Nope. Stop calling people idiots.
You're right. I told you weren't allowed. I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No. You need to have. You have to have a certain amount of movies before we can start having a GOAT conversation.
That's not.
He
true.
could get there because I mean,
M. Night got goated after one movie.
No, the movie is goated.
M. Night did the
M.
movie.
Night is not.
Troy's goated. He got one double platinum. Honestly, I goated Troy after the first platinum record. So, congrats, you're still goated.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, you didn't need them both. Like this weirdo and his rules.
What was Jordan's second movie? I can't place that. What?
It was between with the first. Us is goated.
Us. Yeah, Get Out and Us. Great movies.
And Nope is great too.
To you.
Yeah.
But you have to have more than 3 movies under your belt before we start talking about that conversation.
No, you don't. You really
just
don't.
throw them out. Nobody. You
Jordan
walk
Peele's
out of
goated,
the.
isn't he?
Yeah, have you seen the trailer for his new one that's coming out?
Yeah,
it looks fucking awesome.
It looks awesome, and trust me, I wanted to like Nope. I really did. I love Jordan Peele.
Except you're a jerk.
I'm not a jerk.
I'm gonna say jerk instead of idiot.
It just didn't hit with me.
You're a jerk though.
I'm like the jerk, like Steve Martin.
Yeah, however you want to take it. Yeah. Can you imagine being Jordan Peele and being like, "Oh, I just hope the next one impresses Travis."
He's not hoping. I'm just telling you.
I hope the next one impresses Travis enough to think I'm a goat. Like the balls on this guy.
You walk out of a movie, you're like another goat.
I do. Sometimes I will say that.
Like,
you know,
make it mean something.
Ryan Coogler's a goat.
No, he's not.
Get the fuck out of here with Ryan Coogler's not a goat.
He's making great movies.
That's what does the G stand for?
Of all time.
I said the G. Malcolm nodded his head when I said Ryan Coogler's a goat.
Yeah, because he wants to impress
True
you.
or false? Ryan Coogler's a goat.
You're racist, bro.
Are you racist?
Oh,
dude?
You know what? Because Jordan Peele.
Official. You didn't have your 99 bananas this morning. You're racist.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, Tarantino.
He said Tarantino and
M. Night's Brown.
Oh my god. You said P.T. Anderson and Tarantino. What about Scorsese?
Goat.
Oh my god.
Super goat.
What about the Coen brothers?
Goats.
Both?
Goats, yeah, both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the Farrelly brothers.
The Farrelly brothers are goated?
Yeah.
Oh my god. But
Spike Lee's had some misses.
How about James Gunn?
Goat.
Ryan Coogler?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Oh my god. And we're going to have to go through Spike Lee's filmography before we
I would have to look at it before I made a decision.
Oh my god. This is ugly. This is an ugly side to you, dude. Malcolm, thank God you exposed him.
You're welcome, man.
By the way, Spike Lee's probably about 50-50 on movies.
Yeah, but Spike Lee's a goat.
Okay.
I understand your point. Like, you are making a good point there, because Spike Lee has had some serious misses.
Oh, of course, but he's had some serious hits.
Yeah, but he's just he's revolutionary.
That's right.
M. Night had a good movie with a twist.
Bro,
but twists have been done before.
Everybody said, oh, this is like an M. Night movie. That's what they say.
Well, yeah, because that's the greatest twist of all time.
What did he, like... He literally used the G, the O, the A, and the T in describing it.
I've said it before. That the movie, that doesn't mean he is.
So what are you giving it to, Haley Joel Osment? Who's getting the trophy?
The movie.
Okay, good. The movie's going to go up and accept it.
Yeah.
Malcolm, you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, this is insane.
This is like little brother logic that he's pulling right now.
I know. He's a boomer, dude.
No, I have more reverence.
He's going to call me later for computer help.
I just think that you pass that out way too liberally.
There's a lot of goated people.
Just like Troy tells everybody he loves them all the time, and the word loses the meaning.
No, you have a lot of love to give, right?
The word's losing the meaning with you. You're like, yeah, he's a goat, that's a goat. Everything's a goat.
I could only hope to love as many people as Troy does. And to have made love to as many people as Troy has.
That's impossible.
You know what I'm saying, right? I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about before. You did a lot.
Like, so much.
Oh, my God. So much. Malcolm, you have no idea.
I've looked at the Reddit. I've seen some...
Nice. That's a good spot to look.
That's a bad place.
Like Troy's,
is it? Oh.
Troy's goated.
No.
Sex goated?
Yeah.
For sure.
He got a plaque and everything. It's upstairs.
Oh,
you got a sex goat plaque?
no.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Like, no. No, just move on.
I'll bring it down tomorrow.
Move on.
We should put it over on your table.
Do you think we should put it on a table or move on?
Move on.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
It's too much with him.
Much.
Yeah. Just been dragging Travis through the coals for 15 minutes. 30 seconds on you. You're like, enough. I'm with you, Troy. Justin in Florida.
Alrighty. Sam?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. You messed up. Travis has one thing up on you. You guys didn't mention the terrible After Earth movie that he did with Will Smith, M. Night Shyamalan did, and you guys also didn't mention, what's it called? Avatar The Last Airbender. That shit was terrible. Like, M. Night made the bottom of the barrel of movies sometimes.
Sometimes, but sometimes top of the barrel.
Once.
Yeah, I saw Sixth Sense when I was 6 in 1999. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, especially when you're 6. That shit blows your mind. By the way, 6 feels a little young to watch Sixth Sense.
Some people are more mature than others.
Yeah, my mother was a manager of a movie, Blockbuster, so I kind of got... Yeah, it was awesome.
That is awesome.
Imagine getting all the movies before anybody comes in to try to rent one.
And microwave popcorn.
That's
sick, dude.
And I also have to throw this out there, too. Tim Burton, last good movie he ever made was Ed Wood. I'm sorry.
See?
But that's it.
He's goated, dude.
Thank you, Justin. Justin's my friend.
Yeah, but there are times... Thank you, Justin. When was the last time Cal Ripken hit a home run? Okay?
He retired.
He had to retire.
He played till he's 40. Retired.
And by the way, he fucking did that shit with turning off the electricity.
No, he's a goat.
He is a goat. Same way Tim Burton's a goat. He didn't go to the World Series his final season.
No, he actually only made it in his second season.
Second season. He kept playing even though he sucked.
Yeah, I mean, you don't just stop.
Oh my God, would somebody get this guy off the
Also,
field?
he didn't suck.
We haven't been to a World Series since his second season. Just keep showing up.
All right, let's wrap it up. Troy wants to enjoy his last day.
All right. I'm not falling for his chicanery of putting the heat back on you, but he is right. It's time to wrap it up.
Call it a day. It's been a good show.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
life.
I might not see you guys tomorrow. So.
I hope you'll be here.
I hope so too, but we don't know.
We don't know. Audience, you guys will have to make sure that you are here to find out. And we'll see you tomorrow.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
If you'd like to be a part of this audience, then just email rsvp@SiriusXM.com. That's rsvp@SiriusXM.com. Make sure to include deep cover in the subject line and in the body of the email. Include your full name, age, city, and phone number. All entry requests must be received no later than 5 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday, so that you can be here this coming Monday afternoon. Check out our social media pages at Sam Roberts SXM for all the information. Of course, no purchase necessary to enter or win. Must be a resident of the continental U.S. and at least 18 or older to win.
Travis.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you have a backup plan just in case Sam's voice goes out on Monday?
You better get some questions ready.
Hey, I was thinking Nicole from the mashup.
You're the guy, dude.
Me?
Yeah.
No, we're keeping this in-house.
You're the guy.
You wouldn't like my questions.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out right before. We'll throw you in there right before.
No, can you write the questions and I'll say them?
I don't write any questions. All off the dome.
Okay.
I'll like Cyrano de Bergerac. You'll have an earpiece in. Devin in Jacksonville.
Yeet.
Yeet. Oh.
Hey, man, listen, I go to concerts and stuff a lot. I blow my voice out a lot.
Nice.
And I got a little solution for you if I can help you out.
Okay.
I know you're enjoying the hollering from the ladies and all, but...
I am.
So, check this out. You take a handful of gummy bears.
Nice.
You melt them in hot water like you would a tea.
Right.
And it coats your throat, and it helps your voice recover, like, so much faster than it would just on its own, letting it heal on its own.
And it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a Kool-Aid-esque kind of vibe to it.
I love Kool-Aid. Yeah, let's see. Melted gummy
Purple
bears.
pants.
Thank you very much, Devin. This is a good tip. It says here, melted gummy bears, particularly when used in a warm liquid like tea, can offer a soothing effect for a sore throat due to their sugar content and glycerin.
Nice.
That's
glycerin
good.
or glycerine?
I think it's glycerine.
Nice.
That's because if you drink this, you're never alone, but you're alone all the time.
You should get yourself some throat coat.
Throat coat for the throat goat?
That's right.
That's right. That's what all the singers use.
Hell yeah. Jesse and Indy?
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, do you think regular voice Sam would have been able to take care of the tow truck? Or is this just something that sexy voice Sam can handle?
That's a good point. I don't think if I had that rasp and I called up, I'd be like, hey, can you bring the tow truck? They'd be like, why don't you have your dad call? You know what I mean? So I think you're probably right, Jesse. Thank you.
You think maybe you called and they're like, wow, I'm feeling strange after that call. I feel kind of
I feel funny.
Yeah.
Like I feel funny and I'm an adult man. I've never felt this way before.
Feeling tingly in my genitalias.
Yeah, there's a blood rush to my genitalias. And then his coworker was like, why'd you pluralize genitalia?
Well, my gonads and my wiener.
That's right. That's right. It's all feeling weird.
My gonads and my wiener.
Oh. So we were following the saga of Nathan Fielder, and it turns out that, he was on CNN, and he said the FAA's take on his show was dumb. We're talking about the rehearsal, and this idea, the premise for the show, was that a lot of plane crashes are contributed to by poor communication in the cockpit. And the poor communication is due to co-pilots not being intimidated to speak up to their pilots. And he's taken upon this issue very, very seriously. He tried to get it in front of the government. He couldn't get it in front of the government. Somehow, some way, the same politician that he tricked into meeting with him, and by the way, when he tricked into meeting with him, his collar was all messed up.